Welcome, my little couch potatoes, to the comfiest courtroom on the internet. I'm your host, Llama, and it's time for dramatic testimony, overruled objections, and absolutely unqualified opinions. So grab your snuggiest blanket, some delicious snacks, and get ready to watch court with your internet besties. This is Couch Court with Llama.
Hello, couch potatoes. In case you don't know, I have literally been streaming since 10 o'clock this morning for with like the exception of an hour. An hour, spoiler alert, I may have opened a bottle of sparkly wine at noon. Then I was on Nick Starrow's stream till about 30 minutes ago. I'm on my stuff. My team members are like, "Is this a good? Have you eaten anything?" I said, "Yeah. How about if he's going to be giving me some food, guys? It's fine." Because we're live. Because breaking news. Well, it's maybe not breaking. It's been like an hour, but I was busy. So the settlement conference that Laura Owens was in today is apparently they filmed it and it's out. And that's what we're going to watch tonight. Who's excited? I'm excited. This was not at all what I was expecting to get from today. So I am so excited about this. Nick had talked about on his stream joining me, but Nick had quite a bit to drink. Plus, his show went for 3.5 hours, which that's probably because of me. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning his time. So he's gonna join me another time, I'm sure. I'm sure I can convince him, right? No, we had such a fun time. I could listen to him tell me stories about like literally anything. Like whatever you want to tell me about, Nick, that's fine. I'm here. I'm gonna listen. Sorry, I have this like aquarium playing in the background, so my headphones don't shut off and it's like blaring. It's a live kelp forest cam from Monterey Bay and Aquarium. In case you're wondering, I prefer the ocean ones where you can see the sharks. Anyway, hello. Hi, Buffy Bot. Buffy Bot couldn't be here with us tonight. I told her when this broke, I was like, oh my gosh, we have to do this tonight. And she said, well, girl, I already took my bra off. And I was like, ma'am, I do not even wear a were you around earlier today when I was like, oh, I'll show you my belly, but the nips are out. So it's Llama After Dark. It's fine. We can do whatever we want. As you're coming in, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe. If you're not, if you're part of the replay crew, hit the notification bell, hit the hype button. I am so hyped about this. Oh, wait. She looks so amused backstage right now. She was like, how dare you be talking about my tits, Llama? We've already did that today.
I have no bra on.
Me either, girl. That's the good part about streaming. Nobody sees below this buff. Nobody sees it. Unless you're getting crazy.
Damn Arizona.
I know, but it's a special occasion because even Buffy is here this late at night. That's how
I know.
excited we are.
I just told Mr. Buffy, who was sitting there eating his dinner, but I kind of want to be there. And he's like, it's fine, go. And I was like, you're the best.
Thank you, babe. Don't worry, Buffy's bringing me food. I know you were super concerned about it. I got chicken fries, which I've never had before. So you'll get and I don't like Burger King, but apparently that's where these are from. So you'll get my in real time reactions. So if you've never seen anything, Llama try anything new, it's an experience. So you're welcome.
I didn't even fix my face. Oh my God.
Oh, me either, girl. Me either. I was like, we're getting this. We're getting this, everybody. Yes, surprise stream for everybody coming in today. Hi, Sir Crazy. I know, another live stream. Llama does not sleep. I do not. No. Sometimes I wish I did, but what are you going to do? No thanks, MK. I feel like we spent the day together. It's been a very exciting day for us today. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm still just riding the high of our first stream of the day. I don't know. But I'm very excited about this. It's not very long. It's only like a half hour. So, on Nick's stream, it took us 3.5 hours to do 20 minutes. So don't worry, this one
Oh,
will be
good
short.
stuff.
He was like, I don't know how long you were watching. I know you were in there for a while, but I don't know if you were watching the whole time. But he was like, at one point, he was like, we have been here for an hour and a half and gone through 5 minutes.
Welcome to my life.
Exactly. What can you do when conversations, though, take you to like really cool places? What are you going to do? Not talk about cool, fun stuff? I don't know. Not me. Hi, LMP. I know you were there the whole time too. We had a lot of fun, didn't we? BCB Amy says, I was in Jolie's chat laughing my ass off when I saw the notification. I didn't actually read it though, so I thought we were going to find out about the plea deal. I was I have literally no idea what the settlement conference holds.
I saw you in Jolene's chat.
Of course you did, because you're always in Jolene's chat. She's amazing. While I was off doing all the hard work, pimping our channel.
Sounds like it.
We're just hanging out with Nick Starro and shit.
Oh, poor
like
baby.
I want to do for 3 years. Right? Hi, Jupiter. Happy to see you guys all here. So I have not watched this at all. Buffy hasn't watched it. I don't even know what's happening. It was sent in a DM while I was live with Nick. I thought we were going to cover, but we decided to cover it here. So I have no idea what happens from here. We're all in this ride together. Hi, Ms. Wings. Oh, damn, Montana, thank you for the super chat to help buy another bottle of wine. Cheers.
I think y'all need to send me some money so I can buy some Xanax to deal with her.
That's better than wine, though, Buffy. Is Echoes having a stream tonight?
Oh, are you trying to seduce me?
Maybe. What's that chicken fry do for you, babe? No, thank you so much, Sam Montana. I appreciate that. The No Bra Club, fuck it, right? We can just come here for the bra. We are grown as women. We can do what we want.
I kicked my girls all the way down the hallway to get here fast enough.
It was so good not to watch it over and over. Oh, girl, I'm so excited. Hi, CDPT. Hello. Shut up, Lady in Gray. You're fired. Fired.
Ew.
I'm just kidding. I
like mustard, and I would never do that. That's just ugh.
I would never get rid of any of my people. I love them so much. Oh, you're beautiful, Jupiter. Have you seen your picture, babe? Have you seen you? You're beautiful.
Have you seen you?
Have you seen you? I see your picture. Gorge, hello. Hello from Brisbane, Australia. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Is this new stuff? Yes, Mary Smith. It is a brand new stuff. This is the settlement conference that was held today. I'll get into it in 1 minute, I promise. Hello, once more time. No, please. I can't hear what bullshit they have to say on this. These are.
Yes, just wait.
Hi, Baker. Little Dougie. Hi, babes. Hope you're doing well. Happy to see you guys all here today. All right. So I can't say hi to everyone right now. I'm so sorry. Deadline. What is that? I don't know. Oh, you guys, I just need more time to think about this thing that I know that's been approaching me for the last, jail time plea agreement.
You stopped. You paused, and I was like,
Me?
Yeah. You were like buffered, like your whole video stopped.
Oh.
I was on like bated breath. What is she gonna say?
The suspense. What I was gonna say was, this is bullshit. Yes, honey, we're back. We're back.
Yeah, we live in front of this computer. I need a better chair if I'm gonna do this for 20 hours a day. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Michelle. I might have to clip myself at 2 times talking about tits. This is the second time we talked about this today.
I know. That's why I brought it back up.
What can you do?
To circle back.
Exactly. All right, you guys. Well, you know what? Do we have a lawyer that can help with the confusion?
We are basically lawyers. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No. No, well, the lawyer I had, the Swedish lawyer, it's 3 a.m. his time, and he was definitely drunk from our hangout. Oh no, I lost the fry. If a lawyer is there any lawyers in chat that want to come on? Because let's do it. Why not? It's Fukong Friday. We can do what I want. If so, I will literally put a link in chat for you. If you want to come on, you don't have to show your face. You can have a little avatar. You can use your voice. By all means, you're welcome. Is Say Cheese around? You're still working, honey? Setting up your travel entertainment. I'm glad we can be that for you. Sorry, I literally have not eaten anything today, and Buffy will yell at me. I got slurring. Yeah, I was.
I don't know.
Oh, where is Bruce? Oh, there he is. I love that. Hi, Bruce. Lover.
No, it says lurker.
No, it certainly says lover, babe.
I missed that one.
You think I was
babe,
saying
how
that
much
to
did
Bruce?
you have to drink?
No.
Are you okay?
No. Let me just be clear before Jupiter's like, girl, I'm going to fight you. No, I was reading her message.
It's fine. It's fine. You know, I'm just looking out for you.
Right? Where's Patrick? Where's Omar? I think Omar's streaming the Carmelo Anthem. Maybe he'll stop in. I don't know. We'll see what he's doing. Either way, if somebody's around and they want to join, you just let me know. It's Fukong Friday. We do what we want around here. But in the meantime, because what we're all here for, and I want to eat while this is still warm, let's go ahead and get into the conference today.
Oh, you're gonna choke while you eat.
I'm not going to check. Well, maybe. Okay. Can I sue somebody if I do, though? So tonight's viewing pleasure is brought to us. Hold on. Let me make this unfold so you guys can see the channel. All the best research. That's who we're sharing tonight. Has the criminal settlement conference on their channel. Please go give them a like, a subscribe, hit their notification bell as well. We had some of their team, Jen and Haybells, on with us for the fundraiser a few weekends ago. They're going to be joining us again in July. Hopefully, I know Haybells has been on vacation till the 4th, so I can't wait to talk with them. But that's whose channel we are watching tonight. So be sure go follow them as well. Everybody that puts in so much effort to all of this, like it's truly amazing. And from a content creator strength, so amazing. All right. Because we were covering the BAM stuff and bless their group. Seriously, they do a lot of hard work too. But I'm like, I had to go in and redact so much stuff and find stuff. And then I was like, praise Schnitzel Ninja and all the best research. We are so spoiled. What do y'all have questions about? What's confused? I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. But if you want to come on, Duck, I'll send a link. Why not? You want to turn this into
Yeah,
a
you can come
party?
play with us.
Yeah, hold on. If you want to, you don't want to, that's fine. Here's what I'm going to do. Since it's Friday, it can be a party. I'm going to put the link in the chat, okay? First time ever. But you come on acting like an asshole. Not only am I going to kick you off, but I'm also going to ban you from my channel. So be cool.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Be cool. But hold on. Let's see if anybody, if you want to, no pressure. Absolutely. It's late at night. I get it. By the way, you don't have to have a bra on to come on if you don't want to.
Oh, but you have to wear a shirt.
But you have to wear a
Clothing is
shirt.
not optional.
Don't want to see you from the clavicle down. Thank you very much. But if you want to, please feel free to pop in. Put the name you want to call me by. Otherwise, I'm not going to bring you up on stage. But if you want to, sure. Come join us. Yes, Echoes. We're fucking rock stars, bro. No, I'm just kidding. You want to join us?
I was about to say, does Echoes want to play?
I just put the link in chat, Echoes. If you want to, come join us. Why not? Unless you're doing a stream, which we can do both. Why not? Yes, JK. So you're from Ohio, yeah? I saw your comments throughout the whole thing. JK is one of Nick's mods.
Oh,
we had a good time today.
Echo says he's coming.
Yeah. Do it. Let's turn it into a party.
Party.
What if my boob is out and breastfeed? I mean, that's fine. I'm eating.
That's perfect.
I'm eating right now. It may not be out of a boob, But to each
It
their
just
own.
got weird. This is not going well. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a Fukong Friday chat. All right, Santa Claus is the best. Oh, what a fun time.
Clutching my pearls.
Girl, you don't own no pearls.
It's true.
We literally spent like an hour talking about pooping last night. Started the conversation and ended the conversation with that. So, oh, you know who I do have on? You guys actually don't probably know
I
her.
see her, and I love her.
So you guys don't know. You're on mute, by the way, babes. This is Annie. She's one of her besties. Hi, babes. She was one of my first co-hosts for Couch Court with Llama, but then she had to go and have a baby or something. She was like 8 months pregnant or whatever.
Ridiculous nonsense.
And so she had a free night.
I miss your face.
He might sleep through. He has yet to sleep through the night. So we'll see what happens.
And we have Echoes. Well, that's fine. If you have to go off camera, it's fine. You come and go as you please, babe. Hi, Echoes. Are you there?
No.
Oh, you know what?
Hey, ladies. Happy
Hi.
Friday.
You finally get to come on our channel on a Friday. I love this so much. Have you watched this?
Real big.
Echoes?
I know. What am I going to do?
Have you watched this?
Uh-oh. Why am I having audio problems?
I don't know.
What the hell is going on here?
I don't.
This is horrible. I might have to go out and come back in.
three-
This is being weird.
You do that.
Oh.
And everything stops working.
Back in a second.
I blame Annie. She is a very
too.
powerful wizard. All right. Well, everybody grab their drinks, grab your snacks, grab your blanket, take your bra off, put your slippers on, because we are in for a good one tonight. So,
I put my bra on for you people.
turn your phone off, Mary. I'll record something for you. Excuse me. Mary is not available right now and says fuck off. Okay. Make it a text message. It's 2026 for fuck's sake. Who calls people? Don't call me. Anyway. All right. Well, let's just wait for Echoes to come back for a second before. Oh, G Daddy's on a trip, I think. No. Hold on. Let me make us just us first. So somebody just packed in backstage. No shit. All right. I'm going to bring them on. It is LMP. Hi! Hello. Oh my God.
Buddies.
So happy to meet you.
Happy to meet you too. I was like, okay.
You can do it. Oh, wait, are we losing her? No, we're not. You're good. You're good, babe. Oh my God. Thank you for joining.
Oh no, I wouldn't have missed it.
I'm
looking
so
forward to this. I'm excited.
I know. It's a party on a Friday, you guys. We got chatters like LMP, old co-host, new co-host, new friends tonight. Oh, it's going to be a party.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been here just as long as Annie.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I'm sorry. I do not mean to not, but you know, this bitch fucked off for like almost a year, Annie. Having a kid and stuff. Oh, rude.
How dare
Rude.
she?
I know. But
Sorry.
gosh, you know what she did? Let me tell you how dedicated Annie is to this story. So she listened to all of Buffy and I's videos for like 3 weeks, 2 times, just trying to catch up with everything, and got to like talk to us
I
in
did
real
catch
time.
up.
I know you did. Yeah. You
But we
caught
had a
up.
pause. I was
Yeah.
heartbroken.
Yeah. You caught up literally like the day before before we switched over to covering Mike. And she was just like,
So
Look,
what?
no thanks, K loves me. I've seen the chat. No thanks, K. You're a real one. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. They're all right.
Always justice for Buffy.
So you haven't seen this yet, LMP, no?
No,
Us either.
No, I was in Nick's chat until that ended. and I knew you were going to be doing this. I was like, I'm not watching anything because I'm going to want to watch with Llama
I
and
love it.
everybody. And I have to tell you, when I first saw your streams and first started watching you, I had to do a double take because your screen name is Llama.
Mm-hmm.
My real name is Lana.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
that's so
So I had
funny.
to- So
Hi,
yeah.
Echo.
Let's try that again.
Can you hear
Hi,
us this time?
ladies.
Hi. Me, LMP, aka Lana, which sounds like llama.
It sounds like llama. I love it. I love it. We like
That's
things that sound like llama.
I don't know about that, but oh my gosh. Oh, this is so exciting. Well, thank you all for joining us while we watch this.
You're saving me the trouble of having to stream myself now because I was just about to set one up and I'm like, oh, look, the ladies are on. That's going to be more fun than me by myself.
Well, I know it's very rare you get a Buffy at night.
I
So,
know.
It's
Is it
hard to
because-
get her.
Does Buffy not have a hot date this evening?
No, Mr. Buffy's home, but she was like, excuse me,
She's like,
I'm
busy.
famous.
Honey, I've got things to do. You're going to have to be on your own.
Right.
Love it.
I got people that want me here. Sorry, Mr. Buffy. I know.
I
I'm
was like, I
kidding.
just don't want y'all to disown me. And he's like, I don't care. Just go. And I'm like, oh, you're already
do it.
over me. Okay, got it.
Okay, bye.
This is not how you become a trophy husband, Mr. Buffy. Okay, not with that attitude. Mine bought me a new computer chair today, a soundboard, which I don't even know what that means.
Ooh.
You've got
Mhm.
toys now?
Yeah, somebody's really working hard to become a trophy husband. I'll tell you that.
Good for him. Where can I find one?
I don't know. It's taken a lot of work, a lot of years. That goes.
Yeah. I keep trying.
Almost a full moon, right? All right, you guys. Well, because everybody is here to watch this, we're gonna watch this. I'm gonna tell you now. We are going to pause and talk about. If one of you guys have a comment,
Mhm.
just like raise your hand so like I know to pause it if you don't mind.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa. Now, if you don't, because this is a commentary chair, a black chair. Actually, no. Guess what color it is? It's purple. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yes. It's a light purple. Wolfie got a green one, and then little Llama, he got a black one because he's a
Oh.
teenager.
There's a black cat. I approve of that.
Yeah.
It's the back class. The blah, 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 blah.
Which
The
one is
black
it?
cat. It's Calliope.
Of course it
course.
Oh,
is.
that's cute.
She's such an attention whore. I'll tell you what. That
She is.
Calliope.
That's why I like
Truly.
them so much.
They're very sweet. But so we are going to pause while we watch this to like take it all in. If that's not your thing, okay. You can go watch it on All the Best Research channel. That's where we're watching it from tonight. You can watch there without us talking over it, but I think that's why we're all here, right? To party
ma'am.
and watch what Echoes. Have you seen this at all?
I saw the preview.
Okay, I've
When-
seen nothing.
When you're talking about today, right?
Yes, what we're
Yeah.
about to watch.
I saw it as it went live, like 10 minutes before I went, right as my day ends, too. Yeah, it was-
I
oh
know,
my
right?
God. I was walking home and trying to listen to it at the same time. I don't multitask well.
Me either.
I think I
Me
missed half of
either.
it. But I know it was epic, and I went, they're delaying this more.
Oh, I
But
can't
I
wait.
was glad. Okay, no spoilers. No spoilers. Oh,
I sure hope my Ambien doesn't kick in. If not, you're going to be fun in chat, Minnie.
This is not long. This is not long. It was actually shorter than I expected.
What is it, like 30
You met
minutes?
us? We
Yeah.
talk a lot.
Well, they do a lot of explaining of the whys and what fors.
Okay.
But it's what you would expect, and I don't get too disappointed, folks. That's the only spoiler I'll give. Don't get too disappointed.
I don't know
Okay.
what that means.
I don't either.
Well, you have to watch and see. That's why we're here.
All right. Well, are you
But,
guys ready to get started?
I wanted to throw
ready.
some things after I heard the whole thing, more or less. So
Ready
it's
to
Oh,
like,
flip a
really?
table.
I'm sure we're going to flip a table. That's right. We're
Hey.
we're going to pull our New Jersey housewives. So
Do
I'm
it.
ready. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Let's get it started and we'll see. I bet we pause it in within 1 minute.
I love that.
All right, let's go, friends. All right, I don't know what this is. Oh, there we go.
Seated, please. All right, and the court will call the matter on the calendar. State v. Laura Owens, case number 2025.
His voice is too nice.
00905. Can I have appearances, please, starting with the state?
Good afternoon.
Wait, that's not her regular judge, right?
No.
I
Correct.
don't think so.
Okay.
Is there a way to sound boost this?
I will. But remember, I'm going to have to de-sound boost it so we don't sound like Charlie Brown's teachers.
Well, it sounds like you need to remember, but
That's
Ma'am.
a you problem.
That's a you problem. I hate when you use my words against me, Pappy. All right. Yes, let me do that. Hold on just a second, please.
It does get soft in places. It's true. The judge is pretty clear. Some of the especially when the witnesses speak, it gets a little bit more lost.
Okay. All right. Let's do it, friends.
I hate Zoom layouts.
Afternoon, Your Honor. Christian Leaders on behalf of Laura Owens, who's present with me at the defense table.
And good afternoon, Ms. Owens. Can I have you state your name and date of birth?
Laura Owens, 5/14/1990.
Thank you. And you can be seated, Ms. Owens, if you like, if that's more comfortable for you.
Look at her
And
showing
so,
up to
Ms. Owens,
court.
my name is Commissioner Simon, and I've been asked to do the settlement conference in your case today. And this is an informal setting where you'll have the opportunity to talk about your case if you want to, and to see if we can get it resolved. And we're going to discuss, and you can ask questions about the plea agreement that you've been offered in this case, and the options that you have in this case, and the potential range of penalties. So I'm going to try to just go over all of that with you. Do you have any questions for me before we start?
Not right now. Thank you.
Okay. And so even though we are on the record today, this so nothing here can be later used in your trial. My role is just to help facilitate a possible settlement. And I won't have any other role in your case. So if your case goes to trial, I'm not going to be presiding over that trial. I won't be ruling on any legal issues in your case, and I wouldn't be the judge that ultimately sentences you unless you take a change of plea in my court, and then you want me to do the sentencing. Other than that, I won't have any other role in your case besides today and just going through the settlement conference and again seeing if there's any issues that we can resolve today. Do you understand all of that?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and so my role isn't to force you into taking the plea or going to trial. That's only your decision. I'm just going to, again, help you get as much information as you can about your case.
Nobody can hear you, ma'am.
No. These damn mute buttons.
I have that
Nobody-
problem all the time.
All the time.
No one to push my buttons for me.
I'm just what I was saying is don't worry. She will somehow throw it back at you eventually that it is your fault, Your Honor. You don't know who you're dealing with. That is probably, she'll be like, that judge doesn't understand what I was saying. Okay.
Guaranteed.
But also, he does have a very soothing voice, I must say.
He does.
He does.
He's very cool and collected.
Right?
Judge,
There they
Judge
are.
Reader's very, very kind of business-like and by the book. All the best research. Thank you, other ladies who got us this beautiful, beautiful moment. I mean, it's
And-
not all that we want necessarily, but it's another hurdle. It's another hurdle that we get to observe. It's great.
I mean, I didn't even think we were going to get this today. So I don't really
No.
care what happens. I'm just pleased to have had it because
And I
I
was
did not
shocked.
think we were going to get this.
I was shocked YouTube even graced me with a notification for this.
Yeah.
It was
Amazing.
fabulous.
Amazing. All right, let's continue on. I'm so excited. Okay. Hold on. I forgot I got to do things. I'm a little bit slower.
Well, you still have some options, and I know that there is a current plea offer on the table. And so I guess we can kind of go over those options. So between now and whenever that plea agreement expires, I don't think that there's an expiration date on the plea agreement. Currently, you have the option to take the plea, or you can reject that plea and you can choose to go to trial. Or if there is an expiration date on that plea, or there becomes an expiration date on the plea agreement, and you don't accept the plea agreement by that date, then the plea may expire, and then the only option you'd have at that time would be going to trial on this. You understand that?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. And so I did spend a few minutes in my chambers with the attorneys in this case to learn a little bit more about you and the charges and the plea offer. And I just want to go over with you the, I guess, best and worst case scenarios in your case if you decide to take this to trial. Okay. And so if you do decide to go to the trial and you don't want the plea agreement in this case, there is a possibility, obviously, that the jury finds you not guilty on these charges, which would be, I think, your best case scenario, right? So if you get the not guilty charges, but if the jury finds you guilty on any of the charges, then the judge would have to impose the sentence. And you are probation eligible, so the judge could, if the jury finds you guilty on any of these charges, I think there are 12 counts. On any of those 12 counts, the judge at sentencing could place you on probation for each of those counts. With any probation term, a judge can impose up to 12 months of jail as a term of probation. Do you understand that?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, and if you don't get probation, the judge may sentence you to prison. And so I think there is so Arizona has a statutory scheme for prison terms for each kind of offense. And so if you look at that sheet right there, that'll give you a kind of rough outline of the ranges of penalties for each type of offense here. So you're being charged with 11 class 4 felonies, 2 class 2 felonies, and 1 class 6 felony. So if you look at that, I think it's in an orange box towards the top of the page, you'll see for the class 2 felony that.
Hold on just a second. Talk about a guy with a smooth voice. It being like, by the way, you could be fucked going to prison for all these charges. Like, that's the nicest like guy being like, by the way, you in case you know, you're gonna be going to prison for a long time, girl. Already I'm a little bit like, oh, judge, you don't know who. I know you're just sitting in on this, you don't know who you're dealing with, but you just left so many loopholes for her. Like, you don't have to take it now. You can take it late. Like, oh no, you guys. No, this is everything she wanted to hear.
He really is handing things to her on a silver platter at the moment.
Oh, he is. He doesn't know. Our sweet summer child judge with your soothing voice, like a bard. Oh, you know not what you've done.
+2 charisma.
Right? He does. I can't even see him. He's that far away. But I don't like it already. Because this is the stuff she like. Once you say something like that, that's what she like clings to.
Oh,
and
yes.
she's like, oh, you mean I can literally, and she can do this at any time, but okay. I'm already annoyed.
The lowest sentence is 3 years, and the aggravated sentence is 12.5 years for the class 4 felonies. That would be a mitigated sentence of 1 year, and the maximum would be 3 years on those. And for that class 6 felony, the lowest would be 4 months, and the aggravated, which would be the highest, would be 2 years.
I don't think she'll get
And so with all of those ranges, the P right there, that column that has the P, that's a presumptive term for each of those classes. So the presumptive term would be 5 years for the class 2 felonies, 2.5 years for the class 4 felonies, and 1 year for the class 6 felonies. And generally what judges do is start at the presumptive term and then would, if they think prison is appropriate, and would either go up to an aggravated sentence anywhere between the presumptive and the completely aggravated sentence for each count, or if they think there's mitigating factors, would lower that presumptive term to anywhere between the mitigated. But the mitigated sentence for each of those classes is the absolute lowest that any judge can go when sentencing.
Did anybody write that down? Because I don't remember the numbers he said for the mitigated sentence.
Earliest for the first one was what, 1 year, something like that. But the aggravate, what are the aggravating factors possible for these charges?
Oh, that depends on what they argue.
Yeah, I don't think she really has any for those.
They were looking
Would that be done? Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, when they gave it aggravating circumstances later, as I recall, when they gave her the extra 7 felonies.
Okay.
So because they added in Greg's case, I think they considered that those the aggravating factors. So that was what changed sort of the sentencing guidelines. As I remember, it's been a while
Okay.
since I looked at, all of that stuff.
So, because we haven't, Buff and I haven't
I know
went
you're
through
not
her
there.
felonies yet. So that's why, like, have there been established like aggravators? Because those do matter in sentencing lines. They can make or break your time. So, okay, so she does have aggravated stuff.
If I'm wrong, Bruce can correct me. Not that I see him in the chat, but maybe. Oh,
He was
yes,
around.
there he is. He's
He's
there.
there.
Okay.
Him
I
and
see him.
Jupiter are
He's
busy making
green.
out. It's fine.
Hey, it's Friday night. If I had, never mind. I'll just
Oh,
hide
you're
over here in
crazy.
my little
Thank you.
corner.
All right, Sir Crazy sent me something, but I will look at that while we keep going on. I'm just kidding. I love how cute Bruce and Jupiter are together, so that's why I bring it
It's
up.
so adorable.
I love love. Okay, so
Love is a many splendored thing.
I love love. So
Ooh, the
hi, the last relic. We're on Laura Owens right now, but if you want to talk about somebody that does civil cases in court and does a lot of lying and gets away with it and commits perjury, but has 14 felony charges, like, who knows how BAM will play out? You might want to pay attention.
And Llama's still eating dinner.
I am. These chicken fries from Burger King are actually really good.
Oh.
So, Llama approved. All right, back to this, friends.
On those prison terms. And again, you may know all of this information, but I just wanted to go over this with you to make sure that you understand all of that. Do you have any questions about that?
No, not so far. Thank you.
Okay, and I think that since there are multiple dates of offense on these, that they can run consecutively, which means that those terms would run one after the other, or the judge could also find that they're going to run concurrently. So if you're sentenced on multiple counts, if you're found guilty on multiple counts and you're sentenced, the judge can have those run concurrently, so those prison sentences at the same time, or consecutively, which means they'd run one after the other. Do you understand that as well?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And
There you go.
so if you go over the maximum, the term that I guess if you took this to trial and it was the absolute worst day that you could have at trial. So for the class 4 felonies, again, this is all, some of them may have to run concurrently, but just assuming for today's hearing that they'd all have to run consecutively, one after the other. For the class 4 felonies, with the 11 of those, that would be over 37 years for those. And for the class 2s, it would be over 25 years for those. And for that class 6, it would be 2 years on that one. So if you add those up, it would be a significant amount of time. And I'm just trying to tell you this just so you have the information. I don't think that's likely to happen. If
I'll pause that now, guys. It's never going to happen.
Not a chance.
All right, it's never happening.
Not a chance.
No.
Has anyone taken bets, the min and max yet?
I don't know. Can we run a poll? Is that allowed on YouTube?
Start a
If you can
pool, a
set it
bet
up,
pool.
yeah. A bet pool. Or you could just, unofficially and such, just say, okay,
oh no, I
everybody,
want to play. Let's play money.
Oh,
No,
oh God, Buffy's getting real here.
Right, we're all in. Echoes.
Okay, I could spend Jeep Daddy's money because he's not here.
There you go. We'll take his money.
We'll take his
Jeep Daddy's
corporate
money.
daddy money.
He'll ask his robots though.
Well, there's that.
No robots, Jeep Daddy.
I think at the worst, if it were to go to trial and she gets sentenced, I would say probably not more than 5, maybe 6 years. And my thing is, it's at best, because she has no priors, all that other stuff, in which they tend to give slaps on the wrists, even for major felonies, which is shocking to me sometimes. Maybe 2 years, but they talk more about the P word and that ends in Asian. So,
I know. I feel like it's going to be like 2. And probation. Like 2, but like probation.
It's not going to be a lengthy sentence like we want to see. No. It's just not. I accepted that a year ago.
That's
like we were talking about earlier, that we were saying, honestly, it would be harder on her if she got like 8 to 12 months jail and then several years probation. She has no clue the hell her life can be on probation. Because one
Exactly.
slip up and she's going to go right back.
Mm.
And jail is harder than prison. It just is.
Mm.
There ain't nobody that's going to say it's
Hmm.
the other way around. I don't know anybody
That's
that's
right.
went to jail in prison that'll tell you it's different. No.
Yep, exactly.
That's right. Buffy's brawl is off and the money is flying.
Oh my gosh.
Couch court with After Dark, guys.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
fun.
that's it.
No, I don't think she would get anywhere close.
I didn't know this was a close off stream. I'm behind.
Oh, I'll put the link to my OnlyFans in the description.
I went the other way. I did this wrong. That's what goes on for you.
Oh, well. I thought we were better friends than that.
Sorry, guys.
That's
It's been a
true. There's
while.
no, I think, do they not have brawls in jail? They do in prison, but I think maybe in jail they don't have to give you brawls. Yeah? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I didn't
That I
know
don't
that.
know.
She
don't
doesn't
think
need
so.
one.
That's
Ooh, that
right.
was a burn.
Well, I mean, it's true. I only wear mine just so it'll like push them together a little bit. Like, oh, okay.
To have something.
Yeah. And that only happened a year ago.
Oh.
Okay. It was not an option before then. So, all right, back to this. We're getting distracted again by boobies, as always, in our show. It's
It
always
happens after 8 o'clock.
Sponsored by boobies.
yeah, it's the Taras and the Tatas. So, what are you
Oh,
going to do?
that's brilliant.
Actually, I am anti-Tata. So.
That should be
And
some merch.
That's our new
Get the merch.
podcast.
Right.
Hey,
Amy, look who's on. Jen the
Aw.
Couch Fairy says free flopping Friday. That's right. It's
Mhm.
Blue Kong Friday. We do what we want. Thanks,
All right.
Greg.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Okay. Enough about boobies.
A judge would sentence you to prison on those counts. But I just want to give you all of the information as to the possibilities, the worst case scenario on all of those. And do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And so if you do go to trial, you are leaving the sentencing up to the judge's discretion. You wouldn't have any control over that decision. And the state would make arguments as what they thought the proper sentence would be. Your attorney would make arguments as what he thought the proper sentence should be in this case, which would likely be the lowest possible sentence. But it's ultimately up to the judge to decide what the proper sentence would be. And again, the judge would likely, if they thought prison was appropriate, start at that presumptive and then go either up or down from there, depending on the aggravating and the mitigating factors that they have found. And so I do want to just kind of go over briefly with you the current version of the plea agreement. Just give me one moment.
Yes.
Okay, and so it does have, as to count number 1 on here, there's no agreements as to that count. So it's kind of, self-explanatory in there. The judge can sentence you to prison or give you probation on that. And again, with the probation, the judge can sentence you up to 12 months in jail as a term of probation in that. Anywhere between 1 day and 12 months if they wanted to do a little bit of jail or no jail attached to that probation. And with that class 2 felony, again, with the higher level of felony offense, so if they thought prison was more appropriate for that count, and this is if you entered into the plea agreement, it would be between 3 and 12 and a half years, and the presumptive term on there would be 12 and a half years. And for the other counts, the other 3 counts, those would be for probation. And again, you can get up to 12 months on any of those counts as probation if the judge deems that appropriate. And do you have any questions about the plea agreement?
I do.
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Light, I don't know if you wanted to go over the plea agreement, maybe how the state arrived at that plea agreement, and if it can get any better, or and if not, I guess, what's your position on that?
Well, and to clarify one item, Your Honor.
Hold on, before they go into this, if it could get any better, she's what? This is about I mean, I
Mhm.
don't think you can ask for a better one at this point, except for be like, none, please.
So basically, there was no plea agreement on the first felony, is what I heard.
Is that what you took
And
away from it? That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what you heard?
No, that is what. No,
Okay,
well, that's what I was
there's
thinking.
no plea on that. So there's no offer there, but there's plea agreements on the subsequent felonies.
So she'd have to
That's
go to
what I
trial
heard.
for the one, no matter what, if there's no plea deal or plead guilty. If that's the case.
That's what I heard. If you want to rewind it so I can hear it again, but
Yeah,
that's
we
what
can do that.
I was trying to
Ooh.
understand exactly what he was laying out for the plea agreement.
Sure. Yes, Echoes, before I pull back up.
Because
What
he
are you-
said there was no plea agreement on the first count. And then he was talking about the ones underneath it were like up to 12 months. Is that what he said? I don't know.
12 months probation? Is that what he
It's
said?
okay.
No, I was oohing over the, yes, let's go back because I was grinding over that a little bit. I'm like, did I hear that right? No. Did I?
Yeah,
because that's what I heard, that there was no plea agreement on the first count.
That's
I
what
would
I
say
heard
that's
as well.
got to be a mistake. If that's what he said. Anyhow, let's go back. Let's see let's get it right.
All right. Well, I think I got it queued up then. All right.
Dang, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Light, I don't know if you wanted to go over the plea agreement, maybe how the state arrived at that plea agreement, and if it can get any better, or
No,
and if not,
you
I
didn't
guess,
go back far enough.
what's your
I
position
didn't.
on that?
Well, and,
No.
and
I didn't go back
They're
further
talking-
enough?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. And this again, this is if you entered a plea agreement. Is this? Hold on. Shit. No, Gemini. I don't care. Sorry. Gemini
Sorry, I
have
just
a
want to hear
love-hate
what the
relationship.
plea agreement was again. I'm
I don't
sorry,
think
I
you
make
said, though.
because he did. That's what they just went through. He said we're going through the plea agreement, and he rattled it off. And then he asked, "Do you have any questions about the plea agreement?" Because he rattled off what each count and the plea agreement was for each count.
Okay.
Is that what you heard, Echoes? Am I just making that up?
Let's just start from the beginning. Go to the top of the document. We need to do this again.
From the top, as
We're
Laura
not paying
said. Sorry.
attention.
I know I spent 3 days filming this, but from the top, please. Okay. No, I think 3 minutes back. I think this should be right. So we'll see. Okay.
And with that class 2 felony, again, with the higher level of felony offense, if they thought
Yeah.
prison was more appropriate for that count, and this is if you entered into the plea agreement, it would be between 3 and
Is
12
it
and a
before
half
that?
years,
Buff?
and the
Okay.
presumptive term on.
I think I know what you're referring to now. I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just go back here to 7 minutes. We are good to go, guys.
Sorry, I'm
That's
sorry,
okay.
y'all. I really just wanted to hear exactly.
Not
what
at
the plea
all.
agreement was.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of people are a little confused about whatever this says. So I got all the time, babes.
I will
All
be
the
right
time.
back. I need to pop out for just a moment, but I'll be
Oh,
right back.
that's fine. No problem. You just come back whenever you're ready, babes. Let's see.
Scenario on all of those. And do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And so if you do go to trial, you are leaving the sentencing up to the judge's discretion. You wouldn't have any control over that decision, and the state would make arguments as what they thought the proper sentence would be. Your attorney would make arguments as what he thought the proper sentence should be in this case, which would likely be the lowest possible sentence. But it's ultimately up to the judge to decide what the proper sentence would be. And again, the judge would likely, if they thought prison was appropriate, start at that presumptive and then go either up or down from there, depending on the aggravating and the mitigating factors that they have found. And so I do want to just kind of go over briefly with you the current version of the plea agreement. Just give me one moment.
Okay.
Okay, and so it does have, as to count number 1 on here, there's no agreements as to that.
Okay.
As to that count. So it's kind of, self-explanatory in there. The judge can sentence you to prison or give you probation on that. And again, with the probation, the judge can sentence you up to 12 months in jail as a term of probation in that.
Okay, so we are not lawyers, but that sounds to me
Wow.
like no matter what, like
It
first
sounds
count,
like it's got to be
trial.
adjudicated.
What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm.
because there's no plea to plea out, it has to be adjudicated.
Yeah.
So
It
no
sounds like
matter what, she'll get either up to 12 months of probation
And yes, I'm not a lawyer
in
either,
jail as
but-
a term of probation.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's actually a little surprising to me that everything doesn't have a plea as part of it. So this is news.
I mean, I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What's that charge? He didn't necessarily say. I'm assuming.
Oh my
I think
God.
that's
No,
a
he
perjury
didn't.
charge.
He didn't say what the count was, but
I think the
said-
count twos are.
Does it? Do you think it aligns with how they charged it?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll look it up.
There you go. You can be our
Ask the
computer
robot.
guy.
I am terrible at a computer guy. Why do you think I have Jeep Daddy?
I know that's true. That's funny.
I
There
have
is
an
no-
IT professional for good reasons.
No plea
There's
deal.
plea off for count one. That's what
Yeah.
I thought I
See.
heard. That's why I was like, so there's nothing there, and then the other ones are.
Yeah.
Have a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, have a Dr. Pepper beat me to it. I just got it. Fraudulent schemes and artifices. That's count
Okay.
one. Class
Okay.
2 felony. Just exactly as they say there.
I agree.
That's interesting. Hey, that's something.
Mm.
I wonder why that charge specifically. That's interesting.
You get a little bit more insight about that a little later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
'Cause they
that's
do
why they
talk
said.
about it a little bit.
Yeah. But right before we rewound, he just asked, "Can you tell us how we arrived at those things?" And stuff.
Okay. So it's coming. All right. All right. Let's get back into it. Good ears, Buff. Good ears.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not like
Anywhere
8
from
hours
1
into
day
drinking.
and 12 months if they wanted to do a little bit of
All right.
jail or no jail attached to that probation. And with that class 2 felony, again, with the higher level of felony offense, if they thought prison was more appropriate for that count, and this is if you entered into the plea agreement, it would be between 3 and 12 and a half years, and the presumptive term on there would be 12 and a half years. And for the other counts, the other 3 counts, those would be for probation. And again, you can get up to 12 months on any of those counts as probation if the judge deems that appropriate. And do you have any questions about the plea agreement?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Omar's in the chat.
And
Is
Mr. White, I don't know
he?
if you wanted to go over the plea agreement, maybe how the
Yay,
state
Omar.
arrived at that plea agreement, and if it can get any better, or
Omar. What you doing?
We need you,
You wanna come
Omar.
on, Omar? I'll put the link in the
Come
chat.
on, Omar.
But you also just got done streaming, so I don't want to pressure you too much. I mean, I've only been like streaming since noon. It's fine. I understand. No pressure. No pressure. No, he was doing the Carmelo Anthony stream. So I'm excited to watch his coverage of that because I have not gotten a chance to look into that or watch the trial or anything. So
It wasn't
you
streamed,
want.
so you can't watch it.
The Carmelo Anthony one wasn't?
No.
Oh, people
They
are
didn't
just
wanna stream
talking
it.
about it?
Yeah.
I swear I saw long crime. What do they just do? Play the screen like they do sometimes with nothing happening?
Well, I think what they do is they were doing like recaps outside the courthouse.
Oh,
on,
okay.
like, on break
Gotcha.
times and whatnot. Yeah. There were so
Gotcha.
many minors that testified in that case. The judge did not want cameras in the courtroom.
Nope. That
So,
makes absolute sense. There's no,
yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
it is what it is. By the way,
Yeah.
if you want to join Omar, you can. If you don't, absolutely okay. No pressure. But that does make sense with the Carmelo Anthony. I forgot they were all in high school for that. That's a kerfuffle to turn the cameras on and then off and then audio on and off. And that's a nightmare. So, all right, let's go ahead and start. We'll see what happens, but no pressure. Where was I?
and if not, I guess, what's your
I
position
know.
on
I
that?
didn't
Well,
put the
and-
link
and,
in the chat.
To clarify one item, Your Honor, The plea agreement, which was sent to defense counsel over a month ago, it does expire today.
Okay.
Okay, good.
And
But
one of the issues, and I do want to express, and I think one of the victims wants to address the court, the frustration, and this is often a frustration that all parties, but often victims specifically, feel in terms of how long the justice system often takes. In this particular case, it's relevant to know that there was an original indictment. There was a subsequent indictment in which a second victim was added. And then Ms. Owens, as this Mr. Luters is now her third attorney. So that whenever additional attorneys are, come onto a case, or a new attorney.
Hold on, friends. We do have Omar joining us. Hi, Omar.
Woo!
Hey, folks, could you hear me?
Yes, we can. How are you? Good, sir.
I'm doing all right. I got like maybe 5 to 7 minutes.
That's okay. Here, we'll pause the video. Have you seen this already?
I've seen nothing. Let's assume I know nothing.
Okay. Let's assume you have. All right. So do you want to watch it with us?
Sure.
Do you have a few minutes, or do you want to
Are you
talk
guys
about
actually
it?
watching the hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching
Yeah, it's 5 to 7 minutes. Do you want to rewind so you can explain to us the sentences or whatever?
Because it's a little. They're kind of talking in a roundabout way about things.
What they tend to do.
Right. Well. Oh shoot! What was the timestamp on that? Well, there's the first count, right? Which they did not. It is 7 something. Yes. Let's go back to 7 because I would really love to hear your opinion on count 1 and what they say about it.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. Give me just a second, good sir. Hope you're having a wonderful night.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Good. All right. Let me go ahead and start this for you. And you just let me know when you have something to say, and then I'll pause it.
I will let you know for sure.
Okay. All right.
To prison on those counts, but I just want to give you all of the information as to the possibilities, the worst case scenario on all of those. And do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And so if you do go to trial, you are leaving the sentencing up to the judge's discretion. You wouldn't have any control over that decision, and the state would make arguments as what they thought the proper sentence would be. Your attorney would make arguments as what he thought the proper sentence should be in this case, which would likely be the lowest possible sentence. But it's ultimately up to the judge to decide what the proper sentence would be. And again, the judge would likely, if they thought prison was appropriate, start at that presumptive and then go either up or down from there, depending on the aggravating and the mitigating factors that they have found. And so I do want to just kind of go over briefly with you the current version of the plea agreement. Just give me one moment. Okay, and so it does have, as to count number 1 on here, there's no agreements as to that count. So it's kind of, self-explanatory in there. The judge can sentence you to prison or give you probation on that. And again, with the probation, the judge can sentence you up to 12 months in jail as a term of probation in that. Anywhere between 1 day and 12 months if they wanted to do a little bit of jail or no jail attached to that probation. And with that class 2 felony, again, with the higher level of felony offense, so if they thought prison was more appropriate for that count, and this is if you entered into the plea agreement, it would be between 3 and 12 and a half years, and the presumptive term on there would be 12 and a half years. And for the other counts, the other 3 counts, those would be for probation.
Okay. I got you, Omar. Hold on.
Did I just hear the guy say that if you accept the plea deal, you're going to get somewhere between 3 to 12 years?
That's
why you're here, Omar.
Yeah.
Because what I thought he was doing at the very first, at the first thing was that, look, she's rejecting the plea. And so now he's saying, well, if you reject the plea, then you're leaving it into the hands of the judge and the jury. And they could sentence you, if you're convicted, to the maximum sentence, kind of like how they did with Sarah Boone. They're just giving her constitutional backdrop so that she can't argue ineffective assistance of counsel. Nobody ever told me that I was facing prison. No, they told you, and they told you on the record. So what I just heard this guy say was, If you enter into this plea deal, they can sentence you on the higher felony, the second degree felony, to a term of 3 to 12 years. Did I mishear that? It is late in the day, and I'm prone to making mistakes.
Well,
do you want to go back and hear it again?
Yeah. Replay that.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure I heard what I heard.
absolutely. No, well, that's
We've had to do it a while because we were like, what is he saying?
well, especially too, Omar, real quick with the first part, he said that there was no agreement on the first charge.
Yeah,
And
and
that
then I heard
if
the sentencing parameter was like up to 12 months in prison on count 1. Then he's going into count 2, which there's also no agreement. And he's saying, if you enter into the plea, and I thought I heard him say, if you enter into the plea, you're facing 3 to 12.
yes, let me
On the basis of the plea. Yeah, I need to hear it again. I need to rewind.
It's fine. You know what? We'll just go. I got time. You're the one on borrowed time. Let's see. Let's count 1. Okay, here we go.
As to count number 1 on here, there's no agreements as to that, count. So it's kind of, self-explanatory in there. The judge can sentence you to prison or give you probation on that. And again, with the probation, the judge can sentence you up to 12 months in jail as a term of probation in that. Anywhere between 1 day and 12 months if they wanted to do a little bit of jail or no jail attached to that probation. And with that class 2 felony, again, with the higher level of felony offense, if they thought prison was more appropriate for that count, and this is if you entered into the plea agreement, it would be between 3 and 12 and a half years, and the presumptive term on there would be 12 and a half years. And for the other count.
So is that what you're talking about, Omar? If you enter into this agreement.
Yeah, so basically the way that I'm understanding this is that the judge, they don't have to give you prison. They could give you probation. And if they give you prison, it's going to be 12 months, but there's the second degree felony. And if you enter into the plea agreement, he's saying something between 3 and 12 years. The presumptive term is 12 and a half years, meaning for the egregiousness of her offense. The presumption, the guideline, the baseline for conviction, I guess is 12 and a half years. That's the way I'm interpreting what he just said.
Okay.
That's how I hear it too.
Which also doesn't make sense in the context of a plea agreement. And so I'm confident I'm missing something.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's very like we're rounding around things in this. It's very confusing. I mean, you're the lawyer, so if it's confusing.
Granted, hey, listen, sentencing parameters is different in every state, and it's complicated in virtually every state. And so I'm unfamiliar with Arizona sentencing parameters. I'm just trying to report what I'm hearing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's listen on if you're good for that. I'm sorry, was that the second count they were talking about? Right?
I think that was on count 1. I think what he was saying was on count 1, if the judge thinks you get prison, then these are the terms. He doesn't have to do prison, but he can. And if he does, here's the presumptive term. He could sentence you to probation, and they give this 0 to 12 month thing. Yeah, it's confusing the way that they're explaining it. I sympathize with anybody listening to this and trying to make sense of it. I get it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Basically, they have the option of sending her to prison, but they don't have to. They can just give her probation.
Yeah, that's what I'm gathering.
And if she takes the plea, okay.
That's only if she enters it. So he can. I mean, that just doesn't seem very, like, I would want to know before I entered a plea deal what they're going to do.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. That's why it doesn't make sense. It's like when a plea deal, you know exactly what you're getting. There's no if, this, and that. Otherwise, we're not. Am I agreeing to be sentenced without a trial? Then try me first, which I would understand not taking that plea.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't want to know, like, either 12 months probation or maybe no. I would just be like, well, then take me to trial.
Yeah,
it's very vague from what they're talking about. We don't know.
You might as well play the rest. Might as well listen to the rest because I'm probably there's something here I'm missing that he's probably going to mention as we go along.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned much so far, just to let you know.
All right.
So
the other 3 counts, those would be for probation. And again, you can get up to 12 months on any of those counts as probation if the judge deems that appropriate. And do you have any questions about the plea agreement?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Light, I don't know if you wanted to go over the plea agreement, maybe how the state arrived at that plea agreement, and if it can get any better, and if not, I guess, what's your position on that?
Well, and to clarify one item, Your Honor, the plea agreement, which was sent to defense counsel over a month ago, it does expire today.
Okay.
And one of the issues, and I do want to express, and I think one of the victims wants to address the court, the frustration, and this is often a frustration that all parties, but often
It looks like
victims
Greg and Clayton back
specifically
there.
feel
Yes.
in terms of how long the justice system often takes. In this particular case, it's relevant to know that there was an original indictment. There was a subsequent indictment in which a second victim was added. And then Ms. Owens, as Mr. Luters is now her third attorney. So that whenever additional attorneys come onto a case, or a new attorney, that tends to drag the case on further. And certainly I understand, and the victims, rightfully so, are deeply frustrated about how long this is taking. One of the issues, and it provides the crux of the state's case against Ms. Owens, is that the vast majority of our evidence against her is digital forensic evidence derived largely from her cloud account, cell phone extractions, among others. As a result, that evidence is voluminous. I think we're multiple terabytes of data.
No.
Isn't that wild?
The state has moved as quickly as we can to get that information in front of Mr. Luters. But as I understand it, he can explain this a little in more detail. But there has been some issues in terms of his ability to review some of that evidence. We made a large hard drive available. I moved as quickly as I could to get information because he was not able to review it. But it is unfortunately a function sometimes of digital evidence, particularly when it's this much, that we run into technical snafus, and that appears to be present in this case. I am cognizant of the victim's desire to resolve this and belief that this plea should be entered in today, or we should go to trial. I know that that's what they want. But I also am aware, and the court, if Your Honor could weigh in on this, in situations where a defense counsel has indicated that they have not had an opportunity to review all of the evidence, at least in a timely way, and importantly, communicate that and have the conversation with their client. What is the state obligated to re-extend offers, or what could be the possible consequence if we refuse to re-extend an offer, Your Honor?
Well, yeah, it's the victims, Mr. Luters, and I do understand the frustration that this case is taking longer than you'd like, but Mr. Luters does have an obligation to properly advise his client on how to proceed. And in order to do that, I think he has to review all of the evidence. So if he were to go to trial without having to review all of the evidence, or the court didn't give him that proper time to do that, I think there would be, the case wouldn't be as closed as quickly as maybe you would like, because I think it would open the case up for potentially an appeal and possibly going back to trial on that. So I think the idea is that if we can give Mr. Luters the opportunity to review all of the evidence here, he can properly advise his Ms. Owens and prepare for trial. Then all the parties can, and if trial is what happens here, then the parties can hopefully have an opportunity to litigate that based on all of the facts that were presented, and again, allowing Mr. Luters to know all of those facts and all of the evidence that's out there. And so that would be my position on that, is that the court would give Mr. Lutter has the opportunity to review all of that evidence, given the terabytes of evidence in this case. And again, I don't know any of the specific evidence, but given the terabytes, I would think that would take some time to go through. So I'd be inclined to give, and it wouldn't be, again, me ruling on this, but any judge would be inclined to give Mr. Lutter's time to review that.
And Judge,
All right, let's pause real quick.
recognizing that court
All right, here's what I think is going on.
Okay.
I think that the plea offer is for probation, but she has to agree to that, and the judge has to approve that. If the judge doesn't think that probation under the circumstances is appropriate, then he's going to reject the deal. And then they go into the sentencing thing where the presumptive term would be 12 and a half years based on what she's pleading guilty to. And I feel like that's the parameters that we're working under. There's no guarantee that even if the prosecution is blessing this probation thing that the judge is going to, and you just heard the prosecutor say, look, I got terabytes of electronic evidence against Miss Owens, and it sucks that her defense counsel, attorney number 3, isn't up to speed. And, you know, I get the frustration of the victims that they want things to move quickly, but at the same time, they're cognizant that they want to avoid an appeal. And in that regard, the best way to stave off an appeal is to give her every opportunity for a fair trial and giving her new counsel ample opportunity to get up to speed. Now, if she drops this attorney and goes for attorney number 4, yeah, the hell with that. We're not playing that game. We're done. And that's what happened with Sarah Boone. And that's why her trial, it took her like 3 years or 4 years to get to trial in that case. So this is my interpretation of what's going on is they're contemplating a probation only deal, but I think it's largely to the discretion of the judge. And if the judge says, yeah, I'm not blessing probation on this plea, the presumptive term would be 12 and a half years. And she could get somewhere between, you know, whatever the midterm would be, or the minimum term would be in 12 and a half, the presumptive.
Right.
That's my read of it. Now, I could be completely wrong. Please keep in mind, I'm not a criminal defense attorney in Arizona. In California, things work a little different, but that my understanding of what's going on is essentially that, just based on hearing the judge talk and why they're having this discussion on the record.
It seems very vague. I don't know if I would be taking it if it was me. Based on what I heard and understood, I'd be like,
Yeah, I think that part of the problem is Owens is unequivocally not accepting the deal. And so, yeah, they're definitely vague because the judge can't say, yeah, I'm going to bless this deal or not bless this deal, and say, look, you might sign off on the deal and I might agree probation is fine. Or you get sent up the deal and it's signed by everybody and I don't think it's appropriate.
Right, which can happen with anyone.
Oh, it happens. It's happened to me. One of the first, my first year of practice, I didn't even know what to do. It was like this. I just thought it was going to be a routine, whatever. Me and the DA had negotiated something, and we sent it up to the judge, and the judge looks at the sentencing memorandum and the facts, and is like, I'm not signing off on this shit. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm not accepting this plea as it's written. So either go work something out, or we're just going to set up for trial. And that was the first time that ever happened to me. And so, but it happens more often than you think. And so just because she's getting offered probation doesn't mean the judge will think that that's appropriate based on the evidence. And the DA is, while being vague, maintaining that, look, there's a voluminous amount of evidence against Miss Owens. She should be mindful of that. Her defense attorney should get up to speed. Take all the time you need. Read it all the terabytes, whatever you want. Take your time. But at some point, there's got to be a reckoning. And so I don't know if did they give him another extension? Is that what happened?
I have no, we're watching this with you.
Oh.
I don't know. I have no idea whether or not they did. I mean, I know that's a lot of information. You know this, Omar. You've seen a lot of information from her. 3 or 4 terabytes. That's an insane amount of information for a lawyer to go, no matter who, whatever.
And they're going into even more information than I had. I mean, they're going back.
We're on the criminal side of things. We're the
It's
state.
not just
They got all the money.
Yeah, it's not just the 3 victims. Like they're going into other potential, and so there's a lot. There's a lot that's not going to make it into trial, but you still got to parse through all that because you don't know what's going to get in trial or what isn't. And so, it's no joke. If you want to represent Laura Owens or defend against Laura Owens, and you take on this case, just know it's not just a run of the mill case. You're gonna there's volumes of evidence, and if you're not familiar with it, you're placing your client in peril. Laura Owens or whoever is defending against. And so with that, folks, I got to go. My kids are acting up.
Of
course.
Friday night.
Dad's got to go do dad things.
Yeah.
That, and I think it's time for the weekend glass of wine or whatever. I'm about to get faded. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, get it, Omar. I love that. Well, thank you so much for stopping by with your insight. We really appreciate it.
Man, I love you all.
Omar.
You guys have a good
bye,
one.
Omar.
Take care.
Bye. Have a good night. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I mean, that's the thing is I know if it does get pushed out or what have you, that it is important that Laura has a fair trial. Whether that means it happens 2 months, 6 months, a year, whatever they work out. And I know that really sucks for the I have literally heard that covering trials from every victim ever, right? It gets pushed out for years. You are reopening it every time there's a court hearing and whatnot. But criminal court is so much different than civil court. Like you need this to be right because on appeal, a technicality can be a whole new trial. If you go to jury, a whole new jury, and you have no idea how that's going to go. And so if it gets pushed out, I know it's annoying, and I do hate that for victims, but there is a very good reason for that, especially if you want justice, no matter who it is. I believe in fair trials. I'm glad Alex Murdaugh got a new trial. He deserved a fair trial. He did not get a fair trial, in my opinion, before the Supreme Court ruled on it. I called that like the day of. I was like, no. But it's very important for fair trials. So that's so much information, though. Oh my gosh. 3 or 4 terabytes?
Isn't it amazing the defense isn't saying, well, there's like 10 years of data here. Well, it's going to take at least 5 years for us to go through it all fairly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. When they said that, I fell out of my chair. I'm like, what? Terabytes? Okay, yeah, sure, at least 100 gigabytes because, she's got all this videos she's made and edited and stuff like that. All the witch doctoring she's done to photos and whatever else. I wasn't surprised, but I mean, terabytes. I'm like, holy hell! What?
That's insane.
Does that include all of the texts and all the emails? It's like I would love to know the strata of all of that data. It's like, what is it? Okay, how much of it is videos? How much of it is pictures? How much of it is communications back and forth between victims? Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, and these are small teams working on. So for the defense, all right, the state does kind of have like unlimited resources, really, at the end of the day.
Taxpayer dollar.
So again, in fairness, how long has she had this lawyer? Since what, like March?
Yeah, not very long. A few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 months maybe to go through that much. No way. Real quick before we get into this, because I did have a few super chats, by the way. I didn't want to interrupt. I know Omar only had a small amount of time, so I did not want to interrupt his time. Lon says people need to stop encouraging Lo to go to trial. The jury won't get the whole view that everybody here has, and all it takes is one juror, and she's not guilty. It's a fair and thank you for the super chat, Lon. We all very much appreciate
one juror is a mistrial, not a not guilty.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yep.
One juror is a mistrial, but no, I think Lon does raise a good point, right? We've been covering this for 4 months, and we are still like unraveling everything. Like, I do not know how you present this to a jury in 2 to 3 weeks.
And they're not going to get the whole picture. And that's always the way it is when you go to trial, which is one of the things I said. I feel like before we even knew about this was that even if it does go to trial, everybody's going to be very disappointed in the trial because it's not going to show you everything that we already know.
No.
They just need to spend a day at trial playing Love Trapped. I mean, let's be
Right.
honest. Just
I mean,
condense
they're
it all
there to
down.
determine perjury. So it's about what you
That's
said
not
to
how
the
that
court.
works.
I know. But if it were on TV, that's how it would go.
But I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that won't be admitted, period.
Exactly.
That's because the rules of evidence. I mean, there's a lot to Lon, you are not wrong in the sense that yes, a
No.
jury will not get a full picture, period. That's
No,
true.
it's not possible.
But they're only there for perjury. They're not trying to find whether or not she's pregnant or not, right? They're there for perjury. They're there to see if her fraudulent schemes,
you have to
artifices, tampering with
prove-
evidence.
You kind of have to say, like, they have to kind of believe she wasn't pregnant to prove perjury. I mean,
Well, she knows how to answer questions, Buffy, and she knows the difference between the lie and the truth. She said it. But no, you are right. I know what you're saying, though. Right? It's like you have to explain how you've come to the conclusion that she has been lying and making fake stuff about I don't know how the prosecutors are going to do it.
That's why I said this is going to be a
I
tough
don't.
case to present, and I'd like to see how they do it because you're going to have to explain to them. Well, they're going to want to know why.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just go like you can. You don't need motive, but jurors want a reason.
Well, didn't they find receipts that she had bought HCG?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you lead with
Nova
that.
Med Spa.
Yes. Nova Med Spa. You lead with the receipts. She purchased HCG. Here's the evidence of the items she purchased and the documents that she forged and the scam that she was running. That's
but
what you
every
do.
lawyer will say you never know what a jury's going to do. Every lawyer will absolutely tell you. It doesn't matter
Man, I
how
hate
good.
jury trials.
But I love them, though.
I mean, I do, but I never trust juries.
Fair. You never know. What do you think, Annie? Over there.
I'm reading the chat over here. I can't believe she's still on dating. I'm over. Y'all are having your conversation. I'm like, she's on dating apps. Oh my god.
You're just like, I'm glad I get to join you guys live when you're on. This is amazing.
It's crazy.
And thank you, Mormon Church admin. I'm sorry, Omar's gone now, but thank you for the super chat about let Omar hear the part where the prosecutor says he met Rachel Mitchell and they agreed to probation. No way she's not taking a probation plea. I can't speak for Omar, but I bet you he does a video or a live very soon about this. And I really do appreciate him giving us a few minutes of his time to, just even talk about what we're hearing. Because I'll be honest, this is one, I have never seen a settlement conference. So it's quite kind of wild to ever see one. Arizona is weird. Okay. I'm not necessarily saying a bad way, but like, what is happening there with all their different things? We don't really, but okay. Anyway, let's get back to, we're almost done with it, friends. And then, we're halfway through it.
How long?
But that's okay.
30 minutes. It took us an hour and a half to get through 15 minutes.
In fairness, Omar was on. Okay. And you asked for a rewind. We had, maybe I blame you, but no, I'm just kidding. All right, let's give
Throw
this a
your
whirl.
tomatoes at me in the chat.
Boo, hiss, tomato.
Or potatoes, because you're a couch.
Ooh, potatoes. That's potato abuse.
I'm sorry, I haven't paid much attention to you tonight, chat. I'm sorry. Omar came on and I was just like, oh, please don't be, you have not been drinking for 10 hours, Llama. Be cool. Be cool.
Don't piss off Omar.
No, he's the best. He really is.
He's cool.
He's fucking cool as shit. Anyway, all right, let's get back to this, friends.
Courts are amenable to giving counsel opportunity to review the evidence. Is that, 6 months, years?
I think it's just a reasonable time depending on the amount of evidence. Okay. I don't know if you can put a time frame on again what's reasonable and how long it would take to go through that evidence in this case.
And I think getting back to the court's initial question, and as I said, the crux of the state's evidence comes from the cloud information that was obtained by detectives investigators with the county attorney's office, which the state believes will show that Ms. Owens engaged in a multiple schemes with both Greg Gillespie and Clayton Eckhart as victims, purporting to be pregnant, and the evidence, again, derived from the cloud information, is going to show that she was not. This case originally came into the county attorney's orbit, Your Honor, from another Superior Court judge, Judge Mata, who during a civil case involving the victim, Clayton Eckhart, came to the belief that Ms. Owens was lying on the stand. So there was a referral to the county attorney's office for perjury, so at least one or potentially multiple perjury charges. From that information, detectives with the county attorney's office then proceeded with a more robust investigation that included examination of depositions made in the civil case, which included a great deal of text message information which supports the now 14 charges that we have made, including the underlying and overarching fraud schemes as to both, which are the class 2 offenses, which carry with them the 3 to 12.5 years, at least potentially, of prison time. And the state will be able to show through that data that Ms. Owens sent videos, doctored various medical documentation, all purposed for convincing Clayton Eckhart and Mr. Gillespie of her pregnancy, in order for them to comply with her requests, some of them being to continue to date her, to be seen with her.
Sorry, I had to go to the bathroom real quick, but I did hear him say this was recommended by a judge. Like, oh.
Yes, it was.
Yikes, that's not good. That's signaling, I think, to the judge, like, by the way, that's when you know you fucked up. So also, I want to give a shout out to Kate Ups here, who says she's been keeping up with Llama day drinking all day. It's rough. Life of a rock star. Am I right? It's not really. I'm not a rock star. I'll be feeling it tomorrow. And Buffy will be like, I told you so. I told you. I'm just kidding. All right, back to this. I heard that when I was going the back, and I was like, of course, they always say the good stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, could I go any slower? But
push it out
okay.
faster, Llama. Oh,
I
sorry.
I did my best. All right.
And so those are good. That's really going to be the focus of the state's ultimate prosecution, including lots of transcripts from depositions and the trial itself, to demonstrate that the statements that Ms. Owens made on the stand and in deposition and sworn deposition were in fact false. And I'm happy to answer any other questions that you may have.
Do you have any questions about that, Ms. Owens?
I think from our perspective, one of the toughest things to understand, and I've spoken about this with Laura, but one of the toughest things to understand is the obtain a benefit portion of the fraud schemes counts. I think, listen, the evidence of perjury is strong. You and I have talked about that. When it comes to the obtain a benefit portion, what is the state's?
Is that what her lawyer just said?
Sure.
Wow.
So we've talked a bit, and the purge. Yep, that's pretty strong. It's pretty not great. By the way, I'm done with booze. I'm switching to a Coke, in case you guys were wondering. Not a beer, I promise. Wow. Oh.
Is that
okay?
great?
Yeah, it is. It's pretty strong. It's not great.
I need more alcohol.
Yeah, you do, girl. You got a catching up to do. All right, let's go.
You're right insofar as it's not. I'm going to say, give me X number of dollars, or oftentimes in these fraud schemes, it's more clear cut. I think this is it's not as explicit. It is the benefit is the desired benefit that is in part driven by Miss Owens's desire to be seen with, to be part of Mr. Eckhart's world. The text messages and the other evidence is going to support her desire to, I think, grow her own brand to some extent. And those are going to be sort of the driving forces, along with being seen with him. It's like I said, it's not, hey, do this and I'm going to get $100,000. It's a little more nebulous, but I feel confident that the state will be able to demonstrate through largely her own words in text message and emails what her desired outcome is going to be.
The other question we've kind of touched on this in conversations and throughout the case. There obviously is a lot of outside factor in this case. When it comes to the plea and how it was made, can you talk about how you guys came up with this? I know it was a group effort. I know it's not just one person over there, and I know it's not the county attorney over there. I know it's not just you, or maybe it is. How did you guys come up with the plea? Where did you?
Sure.
Because this is an unusual case.
Yeah, no, I can definitively say there's no outside influence or pressure. This plea does give Ms. Owens the opportunity to have straight probation. Ultimately, recognizing that there is prison exposure in a no agreements plea. This plea was contemplated with the county attorney. Her and I discussed it. We thought this captured not a one-off, a person who, at least the evidence is going to support, that she engaged in fraud with these two gentlemen right here, but moreover and importantly, tried to perpetuate that fraud in the Superior Court. And our position is that needs to be held to account. And we believe that Ms. Owens is maybe differently situated than, there are other examples of individuals who have purported to be pregnant to get a benefit from an individual. Ms. Owens has two different and unique situations. There's also, I haven't spoken about this, but there's also the Stormy Mitchell, who is the woman whose ultrasound was used by Ms. Owens.
Justice for Stormy.
Yes.
And she feels very strongly about being exploited by Ms. Owens using her information and her the ultrasound that was hers. So it's our position that the no agreements and the multiple counts capture both the fraud perpetuated on these gentlemen, Ms. Mitchell, and importantly, the court and the system of justice that we have in Maricopa County. That being said, we are also cognizant of there's no direct violence. I mean, certainly these gentlemen feel violated, but that's why I think she is given at least the theoretical opportunity for probation ultimately. Thank you. Yeah.
No, friends.
Okay.
The weird noises, hold on. The weird noises are LMP. Okay. She has an adorable dog next to her who is snoring. Okay.
There's a secret to doing that. And the secret is LMP, you need to get Doggo Cam. And once Llama gets a certain level of super chats, we turn on Doggo Cam.
Yes.
Just like Jeff, Legal Vices did. And it can be a whole thing.
I will if I could, but I'm just on my laptop here. I've got no special equipment.
It's okay.
Don't
Don't worry. The chat was just wondering. I had like a really good mic, and my beagle Zoe would sit here, fall asleep, and snore while I'm streaming. I get it, girl. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to
Potato
let the
dogs.
chat know that it wasn't necessarily this. So, but it
Yeah,
is your little
we've
fur
had
baby.
some rainy and weather, and she does not like stormy weather. And somebody let off an M80 in our neighborhood
Oh,
today,
Oh,
so she's been
stormy
rather
weather.
upset. And so
oh,
I'm glad she's finally resting. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, just
Oh,
mute me so you don't have to hear her.
it's fine. We love little fur babies, but I just wanted chat to know. At least no one's farting on stream yet. Yet, the
Not
real
2 hours to
Carson.
Yet.
freedom.
There's still time. There's still time. Well, I'm good. Your
Llama,
little fur baby's good.
Llama did have her chicken fries, so you never know what's coming next.
I wish. I mean, no, never mind. That's a topic for a different day. Anyway, back to this. Okay.
Victims want to address the court today?
I think so, Judge. And then would you like them
This
to
is
come up
good.
to the
Oh.
podium, or what would?
Whatever they feel comfortable with.
We're getting Greg and Clayton? Are you kidding me?
A little bit, yeah.
You are so good at keeping secrets, Echo.
Hmm?
No.
You have no idea. We can talk about that more later.
Okay. But, okay. Look at her
No
whispering her to
spoilers.
Leia.
No spoilers.
Excuse me. No, I don't like this. They're scary. Even though they're the victims. They don't like it. Okay.
Can you make them go away, please?
Yeah.
Can you call the police? Call 911. I have restraining orders on both of them.
All right. Well,
Huh.
okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Stand here. I don't know what all so much I can say. The big thing I want to focus on is not allowing an extension of the plea deal simply because she has a history of delaying. She's done it. She's on her, I think, 6th or 7th lawyer at this point. And it's just going to continue. My understanding is he's come into the case a few months ago. And this feels like an 11th hour push to say, I can't access the material. You know, to me, if you couldn't access the material, you should have accessed it day one. And every single day you should have been following up to get that evidence. I'm all for due process, but to me, this just feels like an extension of her tactic carried out by him to extend it. And it's been 3 years. I'm tired. I know we're all tired. And a ton of evidence, blatantly obvious. She's admitted on the stand to medical fraud. She's admitted to certain lies. It's a clear-cut case. She's guilty. There's no reason to drag it out and say the terabytes of information are going to somehow change something. But my biggest focus is just, and I don't know the answer to this, but to me, a little bit of common sense. When did you come in? When did you get the material first sent to you? And then how hard did you really try to access this material? To me, lawyer should be trying to access it every single day, not waiting in the 11th hour and saying he hasn't had enough time to review it. That just feels like a delay. So that's just the thing I want to highlight. What's enough time? You know, give him another month, another 6 months. I mean, there's nothing in that terabyte of information that's going to start to open her up to innocence. It's just, it's in my opinion. I'm just giving my opinion, but
no, I appreciate that.
I just, another month, 2 months, 6 months, it doesn't make a difference. The outcome's gonna all be the same. So I would just like to, me personally, not extend this. She either chooses to take it or not. It's been laid out. She understands, she knows she's guilty. So she just needs to either take it or go to trial. To me, it's just a straightforward thing. But I just would like to know how much effort he's put into actually accessing the documents. I think that's important to take into consideration.
Yeah, Mr. Litters, I mean, do you have any ideas how long it will take you to get to that information or review that information?
Question? The specific question is how hard I've tried.
No, I don't think, I guess this is more, it would be more of a question for the case management judge. So I guess I don't really need to talk about that today, because I think if you did have that, that is really more for the case management judge.
What I'd like to add, Judge, is I certainly understand Mr. Eckert's frustration. What my intention to do starting this weekend is to identify the specific exhibits that's within this voluminous discovery and identify those and try to get those to Mr. Luters early or by midweek. Here are basically, I'm going to do a show up. Here are what I expect to be the exhibits in court. I think maybe that would help him really be able to wrap his head around what the state's evidence looks like and then communicate with his, and I hopefully that can expedite this process.
Yeah, we talked about that. That's a really good offer. It's thoughtful, and I think it will help. But yeah, I mean, I can safely say, and I've made this clear to the prosecutor's office for the past month and a half or so, since this was officially disclosed, and actually was disclosed to her previous attorney. That's not incorrect, but there was nothing done about that information with any of the previous attorneys. I can safely say that we're the first ones who have actually started to look at it.
Wow.
We've done everything we can
Yep.
to this point to do that. That's what I'll say.
Thank you, and I appreciate that. And sir, I do appreciate your perspective on that and wanting to move this case forward. And again, I think if there's that is a determination for the case management judge. He or she would have more information on the case and what's appropriate. So, but I can't say Mr. Luters has appeared in front of me numerous times, and I don't see him as the type of attorney to try to unreasonably delay things. It sounds like he's trying to do his best to review the information best he can and move things along the best he can.
I mean, I do very much get what we're all worried about that, right? I have said myself, she's going to fire this attorney, try to go back and forth. He is absolutely fucking right at what she is going to probably try to do. But this is also a lawyer that's only been on for 3 months. He has other cases. It's a criminal lawyer. Like, those are kind of really serious kind of lawyers, right? With stuff with super serious consequences. And I know nobody's probably going to like this opinion, but it's only been 3 months in a criminal trial. Like, that is a blip on a criminal cases timeline if you don't take a plea deal, but I do understand Clayton is not wrong. She is going to do because this is a private attorney. So she can immediately fire him on Monday and say, sorry, Your Honor, I need a public defender. And they're going to have to give her one.
Yeah.
So he is absolutely not wrong. He knows the game she's going to play. It also sounds to me as the state just said, well, I'm going to spend the weekend highlighting stuff. That makes me believe that the state is under the impression this is not going to be taken. Because why else waste your time doing all of this?
Right.
That you wouldn't. The state's also very busy as well. So it's also what makes me nervous is both sides seem ill-prepared for a trial that may happen in a month, quite frankly. Both sides. I mean,
although I remember when Christian Luters was brought in, we'll be ready for the 29th, Your Honor. We're ready to go. I remember that distinctly when he came on. I went, yeah, right.
And me and Llama already had this conversation a while ago that even if she decides to go to trial, you're not getting a trial in a month.
No way. I can tell. No way is that happening.
With several terabytes of data to comb through.
Yeah, we had this discussion off camera in our little meetings.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But it does me sound like she's not planning on taking it.
I don't think she is.
But I do appreciate, because I don't think it's certainly nothing I've ever seen watching trials, but I do appreciate, I know this is a rando judge, this is not her normal judge, but allowing Clayton and Greg to speak either way, to hear them, like, that's not necessary. They don't have to do that, I'm pretty sure. And I do respect them allowing them to, even if what they say doesn't change anything, it does make their voices heard, and I do think that's important.
It was a good gesture by the court.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I don't think Clayton is wrong about anything, but there is this kind of like reality to criminal cases, and they can take a very long time. And that's a lot about like constitutional right. Like, we all fucking hate Laura, yes, but we're kind of in a different ballpark for her right now. And those rights do matter, because whether somebody's done something or not done something, it could be either way. You want to make sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's with a criminal trial, if it's going to trial, right? If it's a plea deal, it's a little bit different, but I don't know. To me, it sounds like they're not going yet, but we got a few more minutes. So we have 5 more minutes. Let's hear that out, and then we can discuss. But it makes me so sad to listen to Clay, because I can't imagine feeling like him or Greg or victims in any case. Like, it's breaks my heart. Okay.
You can. Does anybody else have any questions? I want to put anything else on the record. Yeah.
If this
Okay.
attorney does not stick around, what kind of, in my profession, we have to put, it's just lights, but there's a strict guideline to follow a protocol and a time frame. If Laura attains new representation, are we going to put any time frames around that, so we're not doing this over and over and over again?
Again, I think that would be an issue for the case management judge, but given the circumstances and the length of time this case has been going on, just look at the docket really quick in this case.
For me,
but if there was a new attorney, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
It's 2021 I've been dealing with this.
Okay. Given the circumstances, I would think that if there was a new attorney on the case, the judge would try to put some parameters in place. But again, it's really difficult for me to say what those parameters would be. The case management judge would be in a much better position to determine that and talk to you about what they thought was appropriate if there was a new attorney coming on. But I do understand your concerns and your frustrations in that regard, and wanting to get this case moving and see that justice is done. And I think that the judges also have a packed calendar too, and they also want to see resolution of these cases. They don't want to see these cases unreasonably extended. So they also want to make sure that these cases are moving along as quickly as possible. Again, with also balancing that with complying with any due process rights, and just making sure that that Mr. Luters or any other attorney can properly advise their clients on how to proceed. So I know that's not the answer necessarily that you're looking for your question, but unfortunately that is like the best I can do, and that's where I'm at in the circumstances where I'm at. Yep.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yeah.
Certainly in my experience, and I think Mr. Luter's experience, in a situation like this, if Ms. Owens were to get another lawyer, many judges, given particularly the victim's input, would require that counsel avow to readiness within a short period of time. If we're a month from trial, generally speaking, courts are going to say, well, can you be ready for trial? If the answer is no, then they're not going to allow new counsel to come on board. Is that
good
fair?
point? Yeah.
I mean, it's actually, it's by rule.
Yeah.
If there's a set trial date, that new attorney has to avow that they're going to be ready.
Oh.
That still doesn't mean that there's not going to be an extension, as Your Honor knows. Things happen, exigent circumstances, whatever it is. So I can safely say that we are working with due diligence on this case.
Okay. Does anybody else want to be heard?
Oh, it's a rule.
Okay. So it sounds like we're not going to be able to get the case resolved today, at least this current version of the plea agreement. Would that be fair?
That's fair, Your
Honor. Okay.
Oh.
Is there anything else that we need to address today? I know we do have, there is case management conference, looks like tomorrow on Monday in front of Judge Reuter. But was there anything else that we needed to talk about today?
I don't think so. Not from the defense's perspective.
Ms. Owens, did you have any questions for me?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Leiter, do you have anything else that you wanted to?
Nothing from the station.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you all, being here this afternoon.
She's so funny.
And discussing and sharing your concerns as well.
Thanks, Judge.
All right. Thank you.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, they're too close to me. They're too
No,
close.
Your Honor.
It's scary.
They're within
No,
30
thank you
feet.
so much.
As I said, we watch that from All the Best YouTube channel. Go subscribe to them. You can rewatch it a bunch of times. I would. I probably will over the weekend because that was all. It was actually like I know it seems like a nothing burger, but I feel like there was a lot going on.
There's a lot.
There's a lot to take from all of that, quite frankly. One, I didn't know there was that rule where,
What a
like, if a trial
flexible
date's
rule.
set, then wow, okay. I
I
haven't
didn't know
heard
that
that one.
either.
That's a new one. Arizona be wild, yo. She is absolutely going to be getting it. Everybody in that room knows it. It seems like, except maybe her lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but everybody,
The
Yeah.
poor
everybody.
guy.
And the judge and her lawyer's like, what are you guys talking about? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
If I leave the case, what do you mean? I'm not going
Mhm.
anywhere.
You're
That
number
poor,
3.
sweet summer
do the
child.
math. Yeah. You're number 3 already.
Listen, I'm going
Yeah.
to pop off. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you. I have immensely
Sounds good.
enjoyed it. Very, very
Yes,
much.
you'll have to come on again where we can talk more. So thank
I
you
would
for
like that.
joining us. Yes,
Thank you for having me.
you're on Discord, yeah? If not, you
I'll
can
find
email
it.
me. If not, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
email
I will
find
do
me.
it.
that.
Do that so
I
that
will
way
do
I have
that.
your contact info. All
Sounds
right, bye,
great.
babe. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that's so fun. Wow. So she's not taking the plea, in my opinion. If she
No.
didn't take it
Not
right then,
yet.
if the
Not
deadline's
yet.
today,
She's in so deep. She's gone through so much of this already. I can't see her turning around and saying, "You're right, I was wrong. I lied."
I lied on court.
That's
I
not
made
her MO. She's not doing
Oof.
that.
Mm-mm. I don't
If
think
she's
so.
smart, she would. But I don't know. I don't know that
But
I would
she's
agree to any of that
not.
either without numbers.
Yeah.
She could have taken it any day between the time it was offered to her up into court, up until I guess I don't know what the time deadline is for the state today. But
Midnight? I don't know.
the state did say today's the deadline. It's actually today, by the way. It's right now.
Just extend it indefinitely, just like the DVRO in San Francisco. That's what she wants. Extend
Well,
it
that's what
indefinitely.
worried me when the judge started off the hearing that way. I was like,
Yeah.
Star, no.
No! This cannot go on forever. Stop that.
No, don't do that. Ooh, oh man. That's interesting. There is a lot to unpack there. Do I think, well, so tomorrow Monday they have the
Case
status
management
hearing or whatever.
Yep.
I
with
wonder
the
what that's
actual
about.
judge.
Mhm.
With Judge
Probably
Vito.
see where everybody's at.
So how'd it go
She-
Friday? Did you guys get
she
anything
could-
done?
Yeah. And basically, like, I'm sure she could do a change of plea at that time. I'm sure.
Yeah,
She could.
probably. Well, I mean, I don't know. It depends. Well, she could change her plea. I'm sorry, I misspoke with you or misheard you saying change.
But she would be stupid to not have done it today.
Yeah,
But
plea
it
deal.
sounds like they're going to be like, hey, we're going forward with this trial. And he's going to be like, but there's so much information. And they're going to try to extend it out. That's my guess.
Mhm.
That's my guess.
Oh, 100% is exactly what I think is going to happen. She's
That
not.
sounds like he was laying that foundation for it today.
Even before.
So much more. Yeah.
Even before Christian Looters was saying, well, we don't think this is enough time. It was, I think, at the previous status conference, he said that. Oh, the defense doesn't think there's enough time to really, that this is becoming a theme. So I think we're going to start seeing in the next case management conferences that, okay, we need more time. Sorry, Your Honor, the 29th to begin it's not going to work.
That wasn't going to work anyway.
No.
And not with that much information. There's no way.
No, now that we have got some information on how much information there is, it's like, no way. This could be at least another 6 months. That's
That's it. That's what I had in my head too. I was like, it's gonna be at least 6 months.
Brilliant minds think alike.
Oh
Put
yeah.
money on it.
And respectfully, I mean, listen, again, we all know. Her lawyer being like, there's sufficient evidence of perjury. Like, what is there to even? But again, you have to do what
Confidence.
your client wants to do. It's all up to Laura. I mean, and it's a criminal case. I mean, there's also times. I know somebody said earlier that maybe Greg and Clayton just want a date and that'll help, and it probably will. But do you know how many trials we planned in the last year that we planned to cover? It would literally be the day before or the day of the trial, and guess what? It gets pushed out another 3 to 6
Continuance.
months, like on that day. It's literally how it all works. Now, granted, those were, murder cases, but still, that's what does happen. But apparently, Arizona has some rules. So I'm probably talking about my ass because stuff is happening there that I've certainly not seen in any cases we've covered or trials we've covered. I don't even know. I don't.
Yeah.
It's definitely not going to be August. Not with that much, respectfully.
I don't think so either.
Mm-mm. No, I want to know how she's paying for that lawyer, right? Well, that's why everybody thinks she's going to fire him, right? Her parents just tried to get out of the bankruptcy because that didn't work. So let's get rid of. When I was watching that earlier, I was
That
like,
is
yeah, because you got to
a
pay.
lot of attorneys going through terabytes of information. You're talking about a lot, not just one attorney. It's like a team that goes through that.
It's a lot of resources.
That's a lot of money. And she,
Yeah.
I don't. How do you pay for
This
that?
is 6-figure plus representation.
Oh yeah.
For that, for the prep.
By the time you get to trial, probably damn close to 7 figures.
That's disgusting.
In billable hours for
In
a
billable
non-murder
hours.
case.
For a non-murder case. And I would imagine this being, essentially white collar crime, that prosecution is going to take a little bit more time in their thoroughness because we don't see perjury trials of this magnitude tried very often, if ever. This is almost an unprecedented case. So I would think the state would want to be even more methodical, make sure they've got absolutely everything covered so they don't have, mud in their eyes from rushing things. So, the other side of that ends up being a even more careful defense that wants to look at every little thing, make certain they aren't just, maybe they're just going to trump up some charges. So it's going to slow the process down than, I hate to say it, a run-of-the-mill murder case. I mean, those seem to be more standard practice than perjury cases like this. So I would think the whole process will be slower, just generally, from the beginning.
Well, and the state, they said what did they think her reasons for this was again? Name recognition and for her business. Is that what it was?
Essentially,
Or the theories.
Branding.
Yeah, branding, yes. Laura Owens wanted her brand to be victimhood.
Yeah. I mean, that fits.
Professional victim.
Yeah.
That fits.
Yeah.
She talks so much about fucking TEDx and her dumbass chicken soup for the soul story. God, grow up, Laura. But no, I mean, that is what it seems to be. Because we had a new person that was joining us for BAM, and they've been watching Laura the last few days, and they were like, did she do this all for money? And we're like, no. And I felt like the state, when they said that, they were like, well, that we could easily do. That makes sense. These reasons make sense to nobody.
I just want people to like me. I want to be loved for being like this victim, for having all these guys do bad things to me, and not.
I just wanted them to date me, like
having the babies.
Because a lot of people just assume it's money. And why wouldn't you?
That's the usual.
Makes sense. That's the usual.
MO. Yeah.
This is.
I mean, they kind of need the money too. So it could have been a collateral positive for them if they had, and maybe.
Me too.
Maybe that's kind of why she was sort of using extortive things. Well, maybe he'll be stupid, then I can sue him for $1.4 million. It might have only been a half-baked idea for her. I don't know. I can't read Laura Owens' mind. Thank God.
Who can?
But you would think with the small amounts of extortion, they would have at least made it worth their while. But it's so bizarre. It's so atypical. It's like I say on my channel, it's a fascinating blend of herbs and spices in that little head of hers. Because
It
it's just like
is.
none of this makes sense.
And it does make me nervous for the state. It does.
It
Some of the
should.
charges are slam dunk. Yes, I agree. That's going to be like, here's this. But to even, again, this is not something they're used to prosecuting at all. So it's not like there's a whole lot of, experience or reference out there. Most people that have been charged with perjury go plea deal. Like all of them
Yeah.
that I know, that I've
Just get it
known
out.
in my experience of those
Yeah.
that have been charged, which are very few. And usually they're only charged to confess to other things. Thank you, Amos, for the 10
Aw.
gifted memberships. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, babes.
Thank you. Hope you're having fun.
Right. Oh, yeah. She's on vacation this weekend. Can love trap be played in court?
Wouldn't that be
No,
something? No.
no. They will definitely
It's
not.
not
play.
evidentiary.
Oh,
Crime. Well, not really.
does anybody else want those 4 terabytes? And here's what sucks
Oh my
about
God.
criminal trials compared to the civil ones, right? I know the community helped do a lot of work that helped a lot of the lawyers. And I do very much believe it is because of that help that they were even able to take on her the way that they did. Because the man hours to sort through it's unbelievable. However, criminal trial, that's you can't really be
Gotta dot
doing
your
that.
T's and
You
cross your
know,
I's.
you can't be taking stuff from the public and being like, yeah, like it's just not
Yeah.
how
Chain of
any of
custody,
that
all that
works.
kind of stuff.
Exactly. And again, for good reasons, right?
reasons, yes.
For good reasons. So that way it's fair for whether somebody is guilty, not guilty, whatever. But I'm nervous about that. I don't know who that Patton Oswald guy was, but he did not make me feel super confident. Do you think Laura will drop Lutner or maybe vice versa? And do you think Laura will take the plea deal? I do not think she's taken the plea deal. And I do think she is going to drop that lawyer, whether it's Monday or in a couple of weeks. I do. She's
She
literally
is.
done it every time.
Well, it's not even that. Is that she can't pay for a lawyer to sort through that much info. It would be
They're going to quote her.
better to have the state do it, like a state defense attorney,
Have a
and
public
police
defender
do all
the
the
legwork.
work.
Yeah.
And then rehire a private attorney. So,
But a public defender is not going to do all that kind of work. That's not going to happen. I don't know.
didn't
On a
get
short
very
period of
far.
time, I don't, because they have like a bazillion cases. I don't know. Because she had public defenders before this guy. And her lawyer said that none of her other lawyers have
she
even.
can't pay that attorney to do the legwork anyway.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's going to be giving her a big old quote. And she's going to be like, I'll do it in installments. And it'll be like, the fuck you are. There's no way she's keeping this lawyer. No way. Let's send the defense links to all your channels. The evidence is right there. Well, I don't know if you want to send it to the phones, but we don't even, that's the thing, you guys, is like, there is so much that people have found out over the years, but 3 to 4 terabytes.
There's stuff we don't know.
There. There's so much stuff we don't know.
Subtract all the stuff from Mike Marraccini. He's, the John Berryhill forensics, whatever that data block.
That was just messages and emails. That's it.
And then whatever they've got from Clayton's time, subtract that block. What's left? It's frightening to think what else is there.
You're right. There's so much more.
It's got to be a lot of, like you say, Buffy, receipts, bank stuff. God only knows.
Searches.
It's got to be good.
Search
engine history.
Probably. Your Google searches will rat you out every time.
Yeah, you're storing that stuff on the cloud, guys.
GPT searches.
Oh my God. Just the prompts.
Yeah. All of that will be used against her.
I didn't even think about the GPT buff.
Anything she did on Adobe, all of her Photoshop, like I would think all of that would have been stored. There's a
Yeah,
lot.
anything on the cloud, which is, if you're using Apple devices, is essentially everything.
Well, most everything's backed up to the cloud anyway, because
Yeah,
I don't even think
precisely.
you can download, like used to, you get a CD for Adobe and put it on your computer, but now everything's
Right.
on the computer.
Paying
Like
for a subscription.
digital. Yeah. So
It's a
Well,
lot.
and if I
Mhm.
recall, the attorney she has right now, Looters, he's known for plea deal negotiations. He's not known
Right.
for trial. And if you are planning, you need a lawyer with
You need a
trial
trial lawyer.
experience.
You need a trial
Period.
lawyer. Yeah.
And different ones focus on different things, right? Plea deal,
Mhm.
mitigation, all this sort of stuff. But if you need an experienced trial lawyer when you're going up against the state. I don't care who you are, what you've done. The state is it is the government. Okay,
The
we have
monolithic government.
seen many trials where the state's doing all right, but then we've seen other ones where we're like, ooh, that's some shady shit you're pulling right there.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So I think
I
she
want to
would
know what
have
her Google searches are.
Yo.
Like, I really
How many
do.
weeks until you can get an ultrasound image of boy and girl twins?
How's long pregnancy?
Vanishing twins.
Mm.
I'm telling you, I
Wow.
want to see Google searches tell you a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
Me too. And I also did appreciate the state also bringing up Stormy as well as a victim of this, because I do think that could easily get lost. And I do appreciate them being like, yeah, what she did to her is fucked as well. And Stormy's very upset about it,
And I'm
so
sure her
Go ahead.
website is in the metadata.
Mm.
Like, all
Right?
that's going to be in
Other
there.
victims. What about, what's probably on that cloud? Other guys she's been talking to.
Her
Oh,
dating
really?
apps,
research. Yes.
her
Yes.
messages.
There is no way you can tell me that those guys are the only guys in the last.
Mm.
No fucking way. I do not believe it for 1 second.
I just like talking to all the guys on all the apps, and I'm just gonna go look at everyone. Oh, see, look, I'm a CEO boss, babe.
I believe it.
Just hit swipe right.
That's
What
true.
does she
This
have
was
her
silliness.
filters on in her dating apps? Like, what do you think she puts in there? Like,
Tall, athletic, successful. I'm really big on success. I like success.
because she's a
I
boss
want to be
babe.
successful. I want to be a famous self-help podcaster and horse girl.
Jen says, I don't think this counts for. No, it does not. His stuff was in California.
That's correct.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
it would not. But he is on the witness list. He is considered ish a victim by the state. So while they can't charge her for any of Mike's stuff, it has been mentioned in California. I know Omar wrote it in his filings about possible, do I think that? Probably not. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What did upset me though about the state is the state has to know that she's trying to appeal this DVRO. And I think
Yeah.
that's what I would be laying into the judge. Like, oh, really? Let me tell you what. All right. This bitch is still harassing a guy who she did the same thing to, allegedly. She is not giving up on that. She is not taking this seriously at all. Because it's been how many months? That was what? October? November?
Or December?
End of October, November. November 5th was the second time they came back to have
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So that's how many months? And nothing's she has literally no reason to file this appeal. Nothing's happened, bitch. And how many months when nothing's been in effect? Nothing.
And then she
Nothing.
got a 30-day extension for the appeal because she still doesn't want to do anything.
I don't know if that actually matters in this case, but I just want it on the
No.
record.
No, and it would be nice, or perhaps wishful thinking, to hope that something would come of this in California, but I don't think there's enough. Had the paternity thing happened in California, yes, but it didn't. It happened in Arizona. It's just there's a lot of scar tissue left in California. So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Absolutely.
and it's only going to come down to whether or not she actually pardon my phraseology, poops or get off the pot and has an
Oh,
appeal
you're so
brief
much cleaner
filed.
than I would be.
Well, I'm trying to, just like Llama is sometimes turns it down out of respect for everybody. I tried to turn it down just a little bit. But unless she does something with the appeal, at some point it's just going to go, sorry, you didn't, deadline. And then it'll be another issue of, okay, if she doesn't go forward with the appeal, is she going to try and refile stupidly?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Being an out-of-state resident.
I think so. I think so for sure. Somebody just said something. The Amazon purchases, right? It could be. Could be.
Anything and everything that is in that cloud.
I want it.
And in that case,
I
it
do
seems like
too.
3 or 4
But they will-
terabytes isn't enough.
I mean, they will only use what 0.0001% of anything that's in those.
And then I want the rest
And then we
after the
want
trial is over.
Buffy
thanks.
wants the entire recycle bin left over.
You know what?
Receipt,
Actually, you know what?
timeline.
Proof. Everything. Fucking everything. Actually, no. Buffy and I are available to be unpaid interns for Maricopa County if you want. I'm free. I already work for free anyway. Okay.
What?
I
What?
feel like you were voluntold there, Buffy.
Buffy's like, I don't work for free.
What?
You're paralegal. Raise your hand.
I like, I've been out the gate.
I had
just-
a baby. It's been a year.
When they said complex case, they weren't joking. I don't
No.
know. We want the metadata, everything. You're right, real quick.
I do want it. Even after it's over, I want all of it. I want whatever they
She
did
wants
to
it
I
all.
want everything.
Yeah, Clayton had
Wow.
500 plus messages. He said, "We're talking about 3 to 4 terabytes here. That
Yeah,
is
this
literally
this
like
is more than
nothing."
thousands of emails. This is a lot more than
Wow.
hundreds of thousands of emails.
There have to be
Could be.
that's so much information.
Well,
That's a
she's
lot of
chronically
DVDs.
online.
I'll
Right.
buy backup hard drives to store it all on. I want it all.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fine.
Then I'll
You got-
sell it. No, I'm just kidding.
The Secret Files of Laura Owens by Buffy.
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
I don't know. Oof. Listen, I would not. Yes, justice for Stormy and Dee.
Justice
Let's
for
not
Stormy.
forget, because honestly, what she's done to everybody, I did get kind of annoyed earlier when they're like, "Well, there wasn't violence here." Maybe not the kind you're
Yeah.
used to in the legal sense either, but like, she's literally held these people hostage, taken their money, taken their souls. Is the succubus not violence?
they're-
I don't know.
Hey, that was my nickname for her for a little while.
Was it?
And then I got nervous once they went after Rob, so I kind of walked away from it.
I don't care.
I called her the succubus of Scottsdale.
Yeah,
it's my
I mean,
opinion.
Yeah, well, it is my opinion.
she did 2 blowjobs to completion. How is that how's that a lie or any? That's true.
Yeah. She's stolen the soul of several men through sexual things.
In my opinion.
In my opinion. Thank you. Thank you. Well, the sexual things are not my opinion. Those are documented facts at this point. But
Right.
I'm just saying.
I know.
The first
I
part would, in my opinion. Just put it after. You're good.
Yes, it's
I mean,
the disclaimer that you tag on to everything.
I think it's just important for everybody to remember, though, that at the end of the day, nobody is going to be left happy at the end of this. Nobody. None of us, the victims, nobody. Because it is not going to go to like the absolute place that we think it should go ever. Like, even if she goes to trial, she goes to jail or prison for like maybe
It'll
2
be
years.
a slap on a hand.
I mean,
In
it
all
will be.
likelihood.
In all
Or up
likelihood.
to 12.
But
I'm just
what I
kidding.
think is important to remember is that she is like, I cannot stress enough how her getting criminal charges for what happened and for what they are in and of itself is a
Exceptional.
big fucking deal. All right. So I know it's not going to the lengths that we all want. I agree. I think she should be punished. She has multiple victims. I agree. But the fact that it got this far, like if I would have watched Clayton's trial when you guys all saw it in real time, I would have been like, I don't think so. Perjury? Are you kidding me?
And
As bad
I'll bet David relied on that. Oh, Laura, well, even if it is, they never prosecute for perjury. So you're
Yeah,
fine.
they
Don't
don't.
worry about it.
They don't.
Well, it's my opinion that they probably had that conversation. Because as we've seen from some of the stuff that we know he knew, especially when they were talking to MedChill and the stuff that, he knew as her attorney was fabricated. And she was telling, oh, well, maybe don't give MedChill that because, I docked at the top. He was aware. He was already aware that there was perjury coming on the table. If he didn't, he is a dumber lawyer than I ever thought he did, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we watched the trial today. It was very evident that they were
watching you.
I mean, it was very clear to me that was the whole point of the evidentiary hearing is, all right. Well, I meant for Clayton's side, right? Deanne, like, all right, let's get this bitch on some charges here. I think we can, because before the trial, Woodnick files the state needs to charge her thing. And that really is a big deal. Is that enough? No. But here we are. And I do think that should give us all hope. Who knows?
Judge Mata agreed, which was in itself extraordinary.
Unfortunately, I was in the BAM subreddit the other night, and they were talking about the BAM people lying in their thing, and they're like, nobody's ever charged with perjury. And it was too late, but I really wanted to be like, well, let me tell you about this bitch. Okay. But it can happen.
Does it happen often? No.
I don't think she's taking
it. Should happen more often. I think even Rachel Juarez has said it doesn't happen very often, but it should.
It should.
It absolutely should. It happens all the time on the stand. We watch it all the time.
Otherwise, it means nothing.
Exactly.
The oath that you have to take before you.
Yeah.
It means nothing if
swearing in means nothing if they don't ever prosecute.
But do you think that maybe that's making Laura not take it super seriously? Well, everyone said nobody gets charged. It's not, who cares? Do you think maybe that? Because I don't feel like she is taking this at all. If you had one felony charge against me, nobody's hearing anything from me at all.
I'm not sure she would, even if they did, just because of her personality and her mental structures. Nothing in her life has really been, there's no consequences for me. So I don't think that she could. So yeah. And just every time we try and figure her out, we find an exception to the rule. But she's just such an unpredictable character.
I was just
going to say she's predictable yet unpredictable yet predictable. It's a paradox.
It really is.
I'm going to listen to it again because when I'm thinking back to the plea deal they talked about, it did not sound because rumors were going around that it went from 14 to 4. I didn't hear anything that made me believe that. I did not hear any of the charges being plead down to misdemeanors or anything. I mean, I did not hear that.
That's what I keep expecting is things to be dropped from felony status.
That's also saying, so you guys, listen, even if she just takes it and she gets probation, she has all those felonies, she's fucked. That is end game for her when it comes to court and hurting future people. She's not getting any of those. Usually that's how plea deals, right? They go down where they can. I don't know if that's what that means just because we didn't hear it, but that's my interpretation of that.
No, spilled wine. Oh,
no, it wasn't. Well, I mean, it was an empty bottle,
I don't have any
but it
salt
scared
to
me.
throw over my shoulder.
So I don't know. But I'm just knocking everything over with my giant circle. Green screen.
Your giant share screen.
Yeah, it's a giant circle. It's
every
so
time you turn around, we see the rounded corner that goes swooping by.
Yeah. Well, I think this weekend, Elbow Feet and I are going to get rid of some of our living. Nobody uses the living room for the living room, and then I'll have my own desk actually because we share things. I don't know.
Llama Studios.
Yeah, so we'll see. But other than that, I think that's all we got for tonight. Unless you guys have like more you want to talk about, I think it's just we need to watch it some more. I still don't know what's going to happen on Monday.
I know.
I wish I had
had some
good
ideas,
things.
but now I'm even more in the air for
Yeah.
Monday. They're not going to have much to talk about.
I don't know.
I
They
mean,
have to fill in the judge that
Yeah,
they're not
well-
going to trial, or that they are going to trial, or
I mean,
they
really,
need more, and they need more time.
yeah, the takeaway is probably going to be that there's going to be more time, and it'll be interesting to see if it's a request to change expected trial date.
That's my guess. It's my
I
prediction.
I would sort of think they would want to file a motion to that extent, in which case there is no time by Monday. But I don't know. This so many things back to back. It's just like, what are they going to do next?
I think her lawyer has really been trying to push her to take this plea deal, if you ask
Oh,
me.
yes. Yes.
Like hardcore. I'm just
Without a
saying,
doubt.
in his defense, it's like, no, I haven't needed to do anything because why wouldn't this bitch take the plea deal? Like, I've been trying, you guys, okay? Like,
It's
she
like, well, shit, now I have to do real work and look at all of this discovery. Thanks, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
3 or 4 or however many terabytes. Oh, thank you so much. Why don't you just take the plea and then I can go home with my $70,000? I don't know. I don't know what he's getting paid. That's just a number. I made that up.
I don't know if it's that Clayton necessarily wants revenge. He wants action. Again, I was so
He wants
upset for him today.
accountability.
That's accountability. I was so upset watching the paternity trial today because he got a whole 20 minutes to tell his side. He has, in a sense, kind of just kept getting fucked and fucked and fucked every step of the way. And, you know, I just, I get it. I don't judge any victims on how they feel about things.
No.
Ever. They can be angry.
I don't think it's about. I don't think it's about revenge. It's like closure. You want to feel like something happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least that's how it was for me. It's not that I wanted to see them like put in chains and like, you know, beaten.
Whipped or
I just
something,
needed
yeah.
to make sure I felt like something happened.
Yeah.
You know, like
Closure's
there
a really
wasn't.
good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always victims for me can feel however the fuck they want. If they're sad one day, fine. If they're angry, I can't imagine being, and especially then with Laura. I mean, we get pissed. We get so pissed watching her weasel her way in and out of holes, and it's infuriating. I cannot imagine being an actual victim of hers because it all the mentality that goes with I don't know what, but I also get that it's very hard to be in those positions.
It's complicated.
Either way. It is complicated. And yes, criminal court it's not there to protect victims' rights. It is there to protect defendant rights. And I know it sucks, but I do, you know, we want fair trials
Yes, we do. The system needs to work properly or it's useless.
for everybody, no matter what. So, but that's all I got for tonight because, you know, I am over
How
12
many
hours
hours?
today. Yeah.
Woo!
I only took an
Another
hour break.
marathon.
I took an hour
She's
from the time we
making
got up
it-
at 5.
She's making it a habit, y'all.
Now, my first time at the rodeo. You keep getting banned at other streams. Well, why? You're always so polite in here. I mean, I think you are. So, anyway, you guys all have a great Friday night. Thanks for joining
Thanks
me.
for having me.
Buffy,
And us.
Annie, Echoes, LMP. That's
LMP.
fun.
And briefly, Omar.
And briefly,
Oh,
Omar.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
so
yes.
enlightening.
I'm sure he's going to do like a video in the next few days about this, or I will
hope
be
so.
watching.
If not, y'all
I
should
hope so.
peer pressure him in the comment section of his last video.
Oh, he doesn't listen to me. He doesn't listen to me. we need to get Lauren or somebody.
I was telling about our
on-
chat. Everybody in the chat, go to Omar's channel and just come
You
and
need to
just
talk
pressure
about
him in
this.
his last
No,
video.
he will. He seems very interested in the whole. Like, what did I? What is happening here?
You probably need some time with it to kind of crunch it and
Yeah.
go, oh, okay, this is what's going on here. Because only
Yeah.
Omar can.
Right. So I don't know if I want to hit end stream. Earlier today, I hit end stream before I even said goodbye. And normally it like
She
pops
did.
out. And I was
Oh.
like, why did it just automatically end? What is happening?
No,
I'm
she hit the
nervous.
button. She was like, and with that, boom.
Click.
Hi,
And I was like,
bitches.
what did you do? She
Deuces.
didn't say bye.
Right. But no, thank you everyone for joining us tonight on screen and chat. Replay crew, leaving your comments over the weekend. We appreciate you. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell,
Go to
hype the
Echo's
video.
channel.
Go to Echo's channel, subscribe to
Thank
him.
you.
He's always a good time. Him and Jeep Daddy. They're some of my favorite people to hang out with. They're so
Jeep
fun.
Daddy's out right now. I kicked him out of the house. No,
I
I'm
know.
kidding.
So
It's not my
rude of
house.
him to go like on a trip in the mountains.
Yeah,
Come on,
buddy.
Jeep Daddy. Look at the fun we're having.
He's enjoying himself. He keeps texting me pictures.
Well, tell him I missed him.
And then also a special thank you to all the best research on YouTube for
Thank you.
putting
Hey, Bells and Just Jen.
this up and sending it to me today. So thank you all very much. You all have a fantastic weekend. I do not plan on seeing you guys until Monday again. Whenever the hearing comes out, whatever time that is when you're going to see me on Monday. So turn those notification bells on. But you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Thank you so much. And until next time, go forth and be amazing. All right? Bye, friends. In straight now, bitches. No, I'm just kidding. Bye, guys.